Ladies and gentlemen, Boswell Media Sports presents Friday Night Football.
Boswell Media Sports presents Kosciusko Whippet Football. Now, here's the voice of the Whippets, Breck Riley.
Well, the stage is set for another pivotal Region 4-4A showdown tonight as the Kosciusko Whippets are on the road to take on the Yazoo City Indians in a late-season battle with playoff implications on the line. Kosciusko enters tonight's contest with some confidence, coming off of a dominant 28-7 win over Greenwood last week, with Caden Wade passing for over 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. Meanwhile, Yazoo City is well-rested after an open date last week, and they are looking to play spoiler here on their home turf. The Whippets have been rolling, winning 5 of their last 6 games, and a victory tonight would lock up a first-round playoff game at Landrum Field. This is the Prairie Farms pregame show. Up next, we'll hear from head coach Casey Orr. It's the Whippets versus the Indians, right here on Boswell Media Sports.
Have you been putting off coming to the dentist lately? Hello, I'm Dr. Adam Middleton from Autumn Ridge Dental in Kosciusko. We are treating patients with a mindset we have always held, that proper, regular, preventive care can help keep your mouth healthy and functioning properly. We want all our patients to have a smile they can be proud of. Please call us at 662-289-7076 for an appointment. Come see us and we will give you something to smile about.
Looking for adventure or just cruising the city? Central Tire Service is your go-to pit stop. Equipped with premium brands like Kenda and Goodyear, we ensure your tires align with your lifestyle. Visit us on Veterans Memorial Drive and let's get your journey rolling again. Don't pause your adventure. Gear up at Central Tire Service and drive confidently into life's moments. Central Tire, where your journey continues.
This is Allison Schuler, Chief Nursing Officer at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala. Are you tired of traveling for cancer treatment? Now you don't have to. The new Cancer Treatment Center at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala is now open, offering expert oncology care, infusions, and support services right here in Kosciusko. That means less time on the road and more time where it matters most, with your loved ones. Call 662-289-9893 today to learn more or ask your doctor about receiving treatment close to home.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
At Pickles Drug Store, your pharmacist does more than fill prescriptions. They're your guide to better health. We help you understand your medications, ensure your insurance is handled smoothly, and answer all your questions with care. Because at Pickles, you're not just a customer, you're part of our community.
Hi, I'm Rob Pickle. My staff and I are here to serve you.
Visit us today on the east side of the square in Kosciusko. Pickles Drug Store, your community Health Mart pharmacy, Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Welcome back into the Prairie Farms pregame as we sit down each and every week ahead of the Whippets football game to chat with head football coach Casey Orr ahead of tonight's matchup against the Yazoo City over here in the Mississippi Delta. The last time we went over to Yazoo County back in 22 or 23, been a long time since we've been over here to Yazoo City. My first time to come to this particular football stadium. So we'll go back and talk about the week that was last week against Greenwood. As always, Coach, we like to break down the offense, defense, and special teams. First up, we'll talk about the offense, putting up 28 points. And you had an opportunity to put up more, but you some turnover issues there. But how was your rate to play of your offense against Greenwood?
Well, between the 20s, really well. Moved the ball well, ran the ball well through. I mean, just did some really good things. I think Caden Wade had his season high in yardage on the year, threw for over 300 yards. And then C.J. Sandifer had his season high in carries and then was like right at 140 yards rushing. So did some really good things offensively. And you're right, you mentioned it. we just didn't finish drives. I think we had a couple turnovers in the red zone, and then another time that we turned the ball over on down. So left some points out there, but that's things that we can work on and get better at, and just, guys got to understand we got to be able to punch those in and finish those drives. But I was pleased again with us offensively.
Defensively, you ended up with a shutout, because the only score that the offense had the Greenwood had was on a pick six. So, how would you rate the play of the defense? You got to like putting that 0 up on the board.
I did, and I liked the way that we tackled. I liked the way that we were able to do some things schematically a little different than what we've done, in previous weeks. We kind of mixed up some things, and this time of year you like to be able to put different things on film for other teams to have to worry about. But I thought we played well. I did tell our guys, after the game, that defensively you want to be proud of your efforts. You want to be excited about the win, but at the same time, I didn't think that we quite played with as much effort and physicality as we had in the previous weeks, and it was a deal where you want your guys to understand whether you're up, whether you're in control of a game or not, you don't want to ever dial that back and change who you are, and we want to live up to that same standard each week. So that was something we did talk about, and not just being satisfied with being good enough. We want to be great on that side of the ball. We don't want to be just good enough. So that was something we talked to our guys about.
Was there any of that attributed to, they call them hangovers, they call them trap games or anything like that after a big emotional game against the Louisville Ball Club, where, it's always physical when you play against Louisville, and of course, obviously, the motions where you had a chance to win and all that. Any of that hangover from Louisville from the past week that you guys noticed in practice or anything?
I mean, I think more than saying it's just like a hangover from that game is that game with Louisville just takes a lot out of you. I mean, it does. It's a wear and tear on your body, and all week long we knew our guys weren't all at 100%. They're working through things. Their body's sore. They got bumps and bruises and different things, and I think you could attribute to that it was a physical football game. But also, we got a bunch of seniors on the defensive side of the ball, and whether we'd ever admit it or not, senior night's an emotional time for those guys. You think about all you've been through and being out there with your buddies, and you have that ceremony before the game, and you have some moments with your coaches or whatever, and it doesn't necessarily always relate to you putting your best foot forward when it comes time to actually play the game. And I did think our guys kind of rallied the ship there, and don't get me wrong, you threw up a shutout, so you can't be too mad about that. We just want to make sure every Friday night that we're at our absolute best.
Yeah, who would ever guess, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids be a little temperamental about things. Like, whoever would have thought that would have been a thing. But we'll look at special teams, and special teams, once again, got some highlights on there. Really good job on some kickoffs, and obviously you got some two-point conversions and different things like that. How would you rate the play of the special teams?
They did a good job. They did. Were able to recover a kickoff, and was really, really excited or pleased with that, because it was something we had worked hard all week. It was something that our guys had kind of seen that Greenwood was doing that gave us an advantage, and it played out for us and was able to recover a kickoff. So that's a big momentum swing, allowed us to go up 2 scores, and then did some good things in the other phases. So special teams, again, was good for us.
Yeah, I said all year long that y'all were going to recover a kickoff like that. But the way Braden Ray can kick it and just the ball just stops and it doesn't roll anywhere, I said all year long they're going to get one, and you're able to get one the other night with that able to go on and score right after that. So you have big play there for your special teams. But we're going to step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll continue with Whippets head football coach here on the Prairie Farms pregame from Boswell Media Sports.
Gear up for deer season at the Attala County Co-op. Pick from top brands like Moultrie and Boss Buck gravity feeders, plus irresistible attractants. Mobucks, Buck Duo, Strawberry Blast Rice Bran, and even peanut butter and jelly rice bran feed. Everything you need is at the Attala County Co-op.
The everything you need store. Attala County Co-op. Attala County Co-op.
Premier Medical Group in Kosciusko is proud to welcome Dr. Jenny Kate Miles and Dr. Helen Turner to their team. Whether you need a checkup, ongoing care, or a trusted provider for your family, Dr. Miles and Dr. Turner are taking new patients. Schedule your appointment today. Call Premier Medical Group at 662-289-1800.
Premier Medical Group. PMG, good health is our priority.
Be prepared for life's uncertainties with the correct insurance coverage from the Atala County Farm Bureau. Let's talk about change. Sometimes change is good. Sometimes change is scary. But what is certain is that everyone will experience change. The Atala County Farm Bureau's review program is designed to identify the changes that need to be made in your insurance coverage. Wayne Blaylock and James Metters invite you to stop by for your Farm Bureau Get Real review. Let them help you be prepared for change. Atala County Farm Bureau on the north side of the square in Kosciusko.
Hi there, mate. Joey Roo here. Introducing our brand new Roo Wing Station. Now open at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial Drive in Kosciusko. Choose from 8 bold flavours: teriyaki, lemon pepper, Parmesan garlic, barbecue, buffalo, sweet red chili pepper, mango habanero, and honey hot. Satisfy your cravings every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't miss out. Bring your friends, taste them all, and discover your new favourite flavour at Roo Wing Station at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial in Kosciusko.
Come on home to Allen's Furniture and Appliance. Come on home. Come on home.
Pop the confetti. Allen's Furniture is celebrating 59 amazing years. Join the celebration at either our Kosciusko or Durant locations and register for your chance to win a big screen TV, a stylish area rug of your choice, or a jumbo beanbag, perfect for family movie nights. It's our way of saying thank you for decades of support. Discover new styles, the best prices, and maybe walk away a winner.
Come on home.
And welcome back into the Prairie Farms pregame show here from Boswell Media Sports. Coming up at the top of the hour, it's kickoff between Kosciusko and Yazoo City. It's the final region game of the year, at least for Kosciusko. Yazoo City might have a game next week in the district, but we'll continue with Whippets head football coach Casey Orr. And Coach, each week, we've been talking about position groups, and we've run through the position groups pretty much just about everything. But last week we teed it up that we wanted to talk about the folks that feed team. You guys have, plenty of different organizations, whether it's families or churches or businesses that want to feed the team, and wanted to give you a chance to talk about how that goes on, how you go about feeding the team, and if people volunteer, you call around and ask, and who are some of the ones that have fed the team this year?
Well, so Coach Wade Moore really rounds that up for us and kind of heads that up and does a good job for us. That's something that's not on my plate, so I appreciate that. But it's a lot of it is our local churches here in the community, and they do a wonderful job. I'd run the gamut of every church, but then I'd be afraid I'd leave somebody out and I'd be in trouble. But they do a great job. They're always willing, and it's it's not just 1 or 2 churches. It's 7 or 8 or 9 churches that do that for us. So we are very appreciative of that and that they're willing to help out. And it also gives a chance for our young men to hear a devotional every week and be, exposed to hearing about Christ and hear about the Lord and Savior. So we're also very appreciative of that. We do have some parents that will step in and feed us when we need them to. Miss Constance Wade always is one that jumps in there and feeds us whenever we need that. And then mentioned last week, after games, Miss Simone Olive helps get some parents lined up every week that'll feed us. So that's important when the game's over. Guys are always hungry, especially when we're on the road, and you got a long trip back home or whatever. That meal is greatly appreciated, and it may be no more than a sandwich, but anything is appreciated at that moment. And then we've got some businesses here in the community that are great to help out. Dickerson Petroleum is always good to help us out there with Kangaroo Crossing, finding ways to feed us, and I can't say enough about the community of Kosciusko and what all these people do for us. It makes it a whole lot easier, and everybody's very supportive, and just does a lot for us.
One thing I wanted to ask you about, and I'm not sure we've done it this year, is about game day routines. Like, what's it look like for you and the guys, whether it's a home game or an away game? I guess it's probably a little bit different, but say like today when you're getting ready to leave. We're getting ready to leave to go to Yazoo City. What does it look like for you? What time you guys get there? What are you doing in the locker room? How do you get the guys together? All that. Just kind of walk us through what happens on a game day.
Well, you mentioned earlier about 15 to 18-year-olds being temperamental. I'm probably more temperamental than they are as far as when it comes to stuff like that. I don't like change. I like to have my routine. I want things to be a certain way, and I have found out throughout my coaching career that it also helps for the young guys for it to be the same for them. They don't do well when something throws off their routine. But we get our guys every day, Monday through Friday, about 1:30, so that doesn't change on a Friday. We get our football players about 1:30 when they get out of their last class there before they come to us. And then whether it's a home or away game affects the routine a little bit, but we usually try to eat pregame around 2:30, so we'll load our guys up on a bus and take them to whatever church we're eating at that week, and get them fed. We're usually back at the field house by about 3:30, and then for the next hour and a half we kind of get our guys laid out. We get them quiet somewhere, whether it be in the locker room or the weight room. They have about an hour and a half, just to chill out. Then about 5 o'clock, we get them up and start getting everybody taped, ready to go. We get the receivers on the ball machine in the weight room, get the other guys ready to go out. And about 5:20 or so, our quarterbacks take the field, and about 5:30 of the rest of our first group of skill guys go out. And then from there, it's just kind of a stair step down through your positions as they come out in the field. We're usually off by about, I don't know, we've gone through our entire routine about 6:20 or 6:25, and then we're back in the field house. And next time we come out, it's ready to play. But I'm a big believer in keeping those guys on a routine and them knowing what's expected and how everything's going to be. And when we go on a road trip, everybody knows they've got assigned seats, what bus they're on, where they're going to be, who they're riding by, and we just try to keep that all as routine as we possibly can.
Yeah, I'm a routine-oriented person as well, so I definitely respect that and can appreciate keeping the guys on a routine. But we're going to step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at our game tonight. This is Whippets football from Boswell Media Sports.
Watkins, Ward & Stafford welcomes member and partner Anita Goodrum, certified public accountant, to their Kosciusko office. Anita, along with Tammy Irving and staff, offer professional and personalized services and financial guidance for business and personal. Watkins, Ward & Stafford is a full-service accounting firm offering QuickBooks, online hosting solutions, payroll, and direct deposits. Welcome to Kosciusko, CPA Anita Goodrum. Watkins, Ward & Stafford, leading our clients through the next generation of change.
Imagine a gym that never sleeps.
Just like your fitness goals.
Holmes Healthplex is open 24/7.
Giving you the freedom to work out on your schedule.
Not hours.
Wave goodbye to those pesky joining fees.
And hello to unlimited access to cardio machines,
weights,
and group classes like Pilates and spin.
All included in your membership.
Find us on Highway 12.
Where your fitness journey awaits around the clock at Holmes Healthplex.
When an electrical shortage in your office causes extensive smoke and water damage, or that musty odor indicates you might have a mold problem, you need a lot more than just help cleaning up. That's why Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood is where you turn when disaster strikes. We offer all the cleanup and construction services to take your home or business from post-disaster to as good as new as soon as possible. So no matter what happens, there's just one call you need to make. Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood, to see how they can help you get back to like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
This is Chris Coleman, your neighborhood Alpha insurance agent. At Alpha, we understand the value of hard work, trust, and protection for the ones you love. Alpha Insurance has a long proven history of taking care of the folks who hold these same values. As your local Alpha agent, I want to help protect you and your family and help you succeed and prosper as you go through the journey of life. Call me at 662-289-1024, message me on Facebook, or drop in at 235 North Madison Street in Kosciusko. Alpha Insurance for all of your auto, home, life, and commercial needs.
And welcome back into the Prairie Farms pregame show. Kosciusko taking on Yazoo City tonight here from the Mississippi Delta. We'll continue with Whippets head football coach Casey Orr in our final segment, and where we will break down this ball game tonight. Coach, this is the final region game for your team. Next week, you got an out-of-division opponent, but not the final for Yazoo City, but final for Kosciusko, so a lot on the line tonight. But first up, let's talk about this Yazoo City squad and what what kind of challenges they pose for you tonight.
Yes, sir. I think the biggest challenge they pose for you is that their offense is not one that you're used to seeing. It's very similar to what West Point does. For anybody that's familiar with their offense, they're going to be 2 tight ends with a couple fullbacks in there, and they'll run the quarterback a lot, just direct snap it to the quarterback, and use the term quarterback loosely. Normally it's just a running back. They very rarely throw the football. They got a couple guys that come in there and play that quarterback position, number 1, number 6, number 17, and they're all good athletes that bring different skill sets to the table. One's a bigger, more physical type kid. 6 is a really more your prototypical type running back looking kid, and then 17 is kind of more of a slot receiver type kid. So they got some different bodies they can put back there. But that's the biggest challenge to me, is just what they do offensively is not what we're used to seeing. So our guys will have to kind of change mentality and make sure they're ready to go, because it's going to be a physical football game with some big guys leaning on you for 4 quarters. So we got to be able to hold up to that inside the box, and then we can't fall asleep in the secondary, because they will throw the ball 4 or 5 times a game, and when that happens, we can't get burned on it. It can't be something that beats us over the top. We got to stay engaged out wide, and sometimes that gets tricky when it's just run after run after run. But with us on offense going against their defense, they're a 3-4 defense, but with their secondary, they play those guys off a long way, really. Their safety sometimes sit at 20 and 25 yards, so they're basically just saying, hey, you can throw it underneath, but we're not going to let you beat us over the top. So we've got to be able to throw and catch and take advantage of that, and just take what they give us, and be able to sustain drives and finish drives, as we've talked about.
Now, last week we had mentioned about getting the win over Greenwood would help go a long way into getting a home game in the playoffs. And now, if my math is right, but it might not be because not my best subject, but if the math is right, if you win tonight, almost locks in a home playoff game. Is that right?
If you win tonight, you are guaranteed a home playoff game, and there's no way around it. It pretty much locks you in as the 2 seed. Louisville is the 1 right now. Of course, we lost that game with them, so that's why that is the way it is. They're even with the loss tonight, which we don't plan on that happening. We never do. But just if it were to happen, I think the numbers still play out in your favor unless you really get beat.
Okay, so looking at a home playoff game here, if the Whippets are able to get the win this evening, and we'll talk a little bit about playoffs and sort of which region to match up with as we kind of take a look down the road. Obviously, some things are still to play out in other regions, but in that first home playoff game, what are a couple of teams that the Whippet fans might be seeing come to Landrum Field?
Well, and actually they are playing tonight. You have Rosa Fort and Ripley playing tonight, and barring something changing in the seeding of our district, you'd be getting the winner of that football game coming to Kosciusko. So it'd be the winner of that Rosa Fort Ripley game would be coming to Kosciusko. So that's an important game for any of our fans that want to keep an eye on.
All right, yeah, we'll keep an eye on it here throughout the broadcast. But Coach Orr, we appreciate you for stopping by and making time for us here at the pregame. And hey, good luck at the game tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Transition your home and your style for fall at Sullivan's. Check out their new fall home decor, clothing, and the perfect shoes to step up your autumn look. Sullivan's has everything you need to get game day ready. Whether you're hosting the party or cheering from the stands, fall's in the air. Make sure your home and wardrobe are too. Visit Sullivan's today and find your fall favorites. Autumn starts here. Only at Sullivan's in Kosciusko.
This is Allison Schuler, Chief Nursing Officer at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala. Are you tired of traveling for cancer treatment? Now you don't have to. The new Cancer Treatment Center at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala is now open, offering expert oncology care, infusions, and support services right here in Kosciusko. That means less time on the road and more time where it matters most, with your loved ones. Call 662-289-9893 today to learn more or ask your doctor about receiving treatment close to home.
Hello, I'm Mandy Hudgens, and it's my privilege to serve our customers at Citizens National Bank. Being part of a bank with more than 137 years of history means standing on a foundation of strength, stability, and trust. We've been through it all, and we're still here, committed to helping you reach your goals. As a local community bank, we make decisions right here at home with your goals and your success in mind. And when you walk through our doors, you'll see friendly faces who take the time to understand what truly matters to you. If you're looking for a bank you can count on, one that knows your community and puts your needs first, we're ready to earn your trust, like we've done for generations. Citizens National Bank, strong, stable, and locally owned since 1888.
There's power in caring, power in community. That's the power of local. Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Your pet is more than just a pet. They're your family's fearless protector, your fetching athlete, your crumbs on the floor detector, the warm, snuggly heartbeat at your feet. State Farm understands why your pet means so much to you. So State Farm and Trupanion have teamed up to give your furry family members the protection they deserve. Pet medical insurance. It's another way State Farm is here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Angel Alvin McDonald at 662-289-3161.
Craving the simple goodness of farm fresh dairy? Discover the difference with Prairie Farms Dairy. Proudly farmer-owned, always fresh. From milk to ice cream, butter to irresistible frozen treats, every product comes straight from our family to yours. Experience the taste of real farm fresh quality in every bite and sip. Look for the Prairie Farms brand at your local grocery store. Prairie Farms Dairy, farm fresh goodness. From our family to yours, every single day.
Boswell Media Sports.
And welcome back in to the Prairie Farms pregame show as we are here from Fletcher Cox Stadium at Yazoo City High School in the heart of the Mississippi Delta, counting down until the top of the hour when the Kosciusko Whippets will take on the Indians of Yazoo City. We will continue with our pregame coverage, giving you tonight's starting lineups that are brought to you by Thomas Vision. As always, we'll start on the defensive side of the ball. Taking a look across that defensive line, your nose guard is going to be the big man, the senior LaMarcus Riley. Your defensive tackle on the right side is Travion Nash. Your edge rusher is Nick Suddeth. Your linebacking core looks like this. A little bit of a shake-up there across the middle. Ricari Covington is going to continue to be your middle linebacker, but your two starters at the outside linebackers are going to be Sean Harrington and Rowdy Roan. So those are your starters there. Your defensive backfield, not going to see much different. Your three safeties are going to be Keith Lay, Zay Riley, and J.T. Herron. And at cornerback, you do have a Darius Bonslater, and you get Martavian Miller back. He was out last week with a little bit of a lower leg injury, but he is back, and we do expect to see Mylan Johnson get some reps in there as well. Looking at the offensive line, a little bit of a shake-up, but, that happens when, Whippets have done that throughout the year, trying to plug in guys and see what works. Chavez Ellis is going to get the start at center. At right guard, it's going to be Trace Reagan. Your right tackle is going to be the big man, Jeremiah Winter. At left guard, it's Jadarius Wilkes, and at left tackle, it is Riley Petit. Your wide receivers, Jabry Pierce, L.D. McBride, and Kendrian Latiker drawing the start this evening. At running back, it's going to be C.J. Sandifer, then split time in that flex spot between Jackson Schuler and William Rankin. And, of course, QB1 is going to be number 1, Caden Wade the Jr. Your kicker is going to be Braden Ray. He also handles punts and place kicking, and your holder is Jabry Pierce. And that takes a look at the starting lineups brought to you by Thomas Vision for the Kosciusko Whippets. We'll welcome Jeremy Tillman into the broadcast. And like always, Jeremy, no starters, but some key players for the Yazoo City Indians.
Yeah, I'm going to mention a few of those, and I'll start out with number 1, Tyler Taylor. He's one of the quarterbacks that may be in there because we may see multiple quarterbacks that come in there. Also number 6, Tobias McGee, as well as Marquez Taylor. And then I'm going to mention a few other guys that may get the ball at some point. Maurice Booker, Deion Johnson, and those are a couple of other guys. But, hey, at the end of the day, really what they're showing is pretty much every one of those guys are running backs, but they go into the quarterback position. So they may be listed as quarterback, but they're runners at that. They're running backs in a quarterback position.
Yeah, it's almost like old school single wing
Pop Warner football where you just line up some guys back there. Notre Dame box, if you will. You line up some guys back there, and you can snap it to just a number of them. I mean, you'll have 2 tight ends and then 2 what you would call wing backs or up backs, and then a, quote, quarterback. And so, yeah, it is a different style. It's a different look, as Coach Orr told us. You think a little bit about West Point, who runs it very well. Of course, the number 1 team in the state. And so watching them on film, they do look very similar to West Point. Thankfully for the Whippets, they don't run it near as well as West Point, the Green Wave. But the Whippets have a lot on the line tonight as they come in to the ball game at 7-1 on the season. And they're looking to secure a home game in the first round of the playoffs. So a win tonight would get that for you. And as Coach Orr said, even with the loss, if some things shake out how they shake out, you could still maybe have a home game in the playoffs if you were Kosciusko. But the Yazoo City Indians, coached by Justin Washington, and he's in his 3rd year. He is 6-22 on the year, record 2-5. They were off last week, and they are 0-2 in the district. Time to give you our game numbers, brought to you by Watkins, Ward, and Stafford, the 17th all-time meeting between Kosciusko and Yazoo City. The Indians actually lead the series 9-7. There's not too many series that Whippets don't lead in, but Yazoo City leads at 9-7. The last meeting a long time ago, someone's senior year, November 5th, 2004, Kosciusko won that game 42-14. So that is our game numbers, brought to you by Watkins, Ward, and Stafford. We're going to step aside for our prayer and our national anthem here on Boswell Media Sports.
Hi there, mate. Joey Roo here. Introducing our brand new Roo Wing Station. Now open at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial Drive in Kosciusko. Choose from 8 bold flavours: teriyaki, lemon pepper, Parmesan garlic, barbecue, buffalo, sweet red chili pepper, mango habanero, and honey hot. Satisfy your cravings every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't miss out. Bring your friends, taste them all, and discover your new favourite flavour at Roo Wing Station at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial in Kosciusko.
Did you know that 80% of learning in young children comes through the eyes? Thomas Vision offers eye exams for children starting at 6 months. It's very important for children to have an eye exam before entering 1st grade. Doctors Angela Thomas, Tara Dew, and Anna Middleton offer comprehensive eye exams that thoroughly assess overall eye and vision health. Thomas Vision's optical department has the latest glasses frames, and you get 20% off your second pair. Thomas Vision, Veterans Memorial Drive, and Kosciusko.
Football season is back.
Whippets hold them out of the end zone.
Friday nights will be packed with hard hits and tough plays. And at Reliant Physical Therapy, we're here to help you bounce back stronger. Whether you're a Whippet on the field or a fan in the stands, our expert team delivers results you can feel. From shoulders and elbows to backs, hips, knees, and ankles, our therapists treat the whole body with care and precision. No referral needed. Call today or visit ReliantPT.com to get started.
Big play by the Whippet defense.
Come on home to Allen's Furniture and Appliance. Come on home. Come on home.
Pop the confetti. Allen's Furniture is celebrating 59 amazing years. Join the celebration at either our Kosciusko or Durant locations and register for your chance to win a big screen TV, a stylish area rug of your choice, or a jumbo beanbag, perfect for family movie nights. It's our way of saying thank you for decades of support. Discover new styles, the best prices, and maybe walk away a winner.
Come on home.
Hello, Whippet fans. It's time for Kickoff. This is Angel Alvin McDonald with State Farm Insurance. I welcome you to another action-packed night of Kosciusko Whippet football. State Farm takes great pride in supporting the Kosciusko Whippets in our community. Okay, boys, let's kick it off.
Boswell Media Sports.
And welcome back in to Kosciusko Whippets football from Boswell Media Sports. Breck Riley, Jeremy Tillman with you here from Fletcher Cox Field. We are in the bleachers, top row of the bleachers this evening. I hadn't had a bleacher broadcast in the old Boswell Media Sports mobile studio in a while, so it's fun to be here. We got Jeffrey down on to our right with the computer and the stream, and and Hayes gets the good lodgings. Hayes is in the press box right here next to us. There's a visitor. We are on the visitor side, so Hayes is in the visitor's press box. Of course, we got Donald back in the studio. So we'll take a look at the captains for the Kosciusko Whippets. 2 on offense and 2 on defense. Your offensive captains are going to be quarterback Caden Wade and running back C.J. Sandifer. For the defense, you're going to see safety Keith Lay and middle linebacker Rakari Covington. Jeremy, were you able to get any captains for the Yazoo City?
Looks like they're sending out Maurice Booker, Tobias McGee. I think that was 65, Amarion Cage. And then I don't know who one of them I didn't pick up. And it looks like they got all of their seniors back behind them there.
Yes, so it is a tandem of senior night and homecoming here tonight from Yazoo City. They did senior night ceremonies, festivities before the game, and I would assume that homecoming is going to take place at halftime. So Kosciusko going with the white tops, the maroon pants. They have the maroon numerals. They have the maroon helmets with the white interlocking KHS logo. For Yazoo City, they have black tops, red bottoms, white numerals kind of trimmed in red, and they have a red helmet with Indians written across it. So Yazoo City black and red, and of course, you know, Kosciusko is maroon and white. So a good game on tap for you tonight. A few other ones from around the state we're going to be following for you as we get the results of the coin toss. Kosciusko won the toss. Going to defer its option to the second half. So the Whippets will be kicking it to start the ball game. They will be defending the right end zone to our right, which is the north end zone. So they'll be defending the north, heading towards the south. Now we are on, as I said, we're on the opposite side from the home side, but if you're watching the stream there on the Allen's Furniture YouTube stream, your view should be the same as ours. So Whippets going to be moving it from right to left. Well, Jeremy, turn it to you for some keys to the game for Kosciusko as you're looking to lock up a home playoff game for the first time since 2015. So what do you want to see from the Whippets tonight?
Yeah, man, this is a big game just to be able to get that home feel. And, you know, when you look at this game, big region matchup. And, hey, you want to come out and play physical. You know, I know Coach Orr mentioned in the pregame that he wished that the team was a little bit more physical last week. And so, man, you want to just pick back up on that physicality that they've been having, you know, the majority of the season. But, hey, they run heavy, so big thing stopping the run, a lot of 3 and outs. And, hey, and you want to put them in a bind to make them have to throw the football. Then hopefully you get some picks along the way. But, hey, some 3 and outs will work just as long as you know, make stops. And, hey, don't give up a big play. Don't give them a chance. I mean, from the opening whistle all the way to that last whistle, don't give them a chance.
As the Whippets take the field off to our left, the Big Red Pep Band has made the trip over here to Yazoo City. And we a few years ago, we called it Simply Red, and it just kind of stuck. So Simply Red is right here off to our left, and they have a big game tomorrow as well, if you want to talk about that. But we'll talk a little bit more about it at halftime. But they're going to be playing in their version of the state championship tomorrow. And as I said, we'll get a little bit more information about that come halftime. But the Whippets are ready to go. They're going to be kicking it off to the Yazoo City Indians. And as we said, the Indians come in 0 in the district. They've played Louisville and they've played Greenwood. Next week they will play Gentry. So if things play out, you're looking at, if Kosciusko wins tonight, next week Yazoo City and Gentry would play for the number 4 spot in the playoffs. So your pecking order right now looks like Louisville at the top. If Kosciusko wins tonight, Kosciusko, Greenwood, and then Yazoo City. And another game we're going to be following for you this evening is Rosafort and Ripley. As Coach Orr talked to us about that, Rosafort and Ripley, the most likely, if things play out how they should, the winner of that ball game would come to Kosciusko for that first-round playoff game on November the 7th. There's the kickoff. Braden Ray kicks it. It's bobbled, and the Whippets almost jump on it again. But Rashawn Boos is able to get to it and get it right around the 28-yard line for Yazoo City. Jeremy, Whippets going for that. They're trying to sneak one right there.
Oh, yeah.
Like they did last week.
Yeah, that was close right there. I mean, it was almost a a good opportunity to jump on it, but he was able to get on the football right there.
So we'll see what this Yazoo City offense can do. First quarters for Whippets football are brought to you by Central Tire Service. So it will be back at running back, or I should say at quarterback. It's going to be Deion Johnson. That is the running back. They're motion a couple of guys running around, and the ball hits the rushing back, and the Whippets pick it up. They're going the other way. Rashad Harrington has a scoop and score right off the bat. Only 15 seconds ticked off the clock.
Yeah, on that play right there, it looked like they wanted to bring that guy in motion and direct snap it to the guy in motion. And, man, it was just mass confusion in the backfield right there.
Oh, Whippets already on the board here early. Whippet touchdowns brought to you by Baptist Atala, but a scoop and score for Rashad Harrington. So Braden Ray will be out to kick this one away. Yeah, just 17 seconds in. Good snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. Kosciusko leads it 7-0 with 11:43 to go here in the first quarter.
Sunstar Insurance walks with you through life's twists and turns, offering tailored coverage for every chapter. Our devoted team makes sure you have the choices and support you deserve, turning uncertainty into peace of mind. Whether you're securing a home, a car, or your future, we put reliability and care at the heart of every policy. With Sunstar Insurance, you're backed by a partner committed to protecting what matters.
I'm Robbie Robertson. I'm Bradley Tyler.
Sunstar Insurance, Court Square in Kosciusko.
Gear up for deer season at the Atala County Co-op. Pick from top rice brand.
Store, Atala County Co-op, Atala County Co-op.
Boswell Media Sports.
On the kickoff, it's taken by the Indians. They get run to the far sideline and then cut up right around the hash marks. That is Kamari Taylor, not Kamario Taylor. We don't want to see him tonight if you're Kosciusko. We do not want to see Kamario Taylor. But Kosciusko leads it 7-0 here with 11:33 to go in the first quarter. Who are they going to put back there this time? Is it Tobias McGee? Yeah, as we said, it is just a rotation back there. Whoever can handle the lights and the pressure. There's going to be a snap directly to him, and he goes up the middle and doesn't get anything. Back there where the tackle is Rashad Harrington. Hey, he's having himself a game so far.
He is, man. 2 plays, and he called his name both plays.
Yeah, how about a touchdown and a TFL? Tackle for loss for Rashad Harrington. No gain on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Kosciusko bringing a lot of guys. They have the 3 down linemen, but they're also cheating a number of guys up. They're going to hand it off to Robinson. He'll get through the line and get decent yardage on 2nd down up to right around the 47-yard line, 46-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and around 3. Yeah, Deion Johnson, the running back. Whippets jump off sides there. You're going to give them a free 1st down. Easy to do when you're expecting a run just about every play.
That's right. And they're just loaded. Man, they just stacking it in there, man. They just – everybody's in the box.
Yeah, you got Nick Sudduth, LaMarcus Riley, and Travion Nash, your 3 linemen, but also Harrington and Rowdy Roan, both just kind of cheating up there. Now back in there is going to be Marquez Taylor. And he'll have Deion Johnson to his right. One single receiver wide to the left. Low snap goes down. Marquez Taylor's going to be hit. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and Nick Sudduth is going to get him for a loss. In fact, it might end up being some sort of a face mask. No. It is going to be a hold against Yazoo City, and it will be declined. So Sudduth gets credited for the sack. The way that was thrown, I thought that a hand got caught up in a face mask or something. But it looks like it's going to be a sack for Nick Sudduth. So second down and long way to go. Second down about 20. Ball is backed up to the, about the 43-yard line. Motion Marquez Taylor, fake it to him. Keeper by McGee. He's got some room to run. And he'll get close to a first down. I think he's got it.
Yeah, I believe he's got it. That's one thing about them. They've got speed. You can't let them get going.
Yeah, they got some athletes that they can put out there. And they do that. Rowdy Roan comes in. Somebody's going to have to come off. Looks like Harrington's going to. Oh, so this is what they're doing. They're going 4 down linemen. Whippets are putting 4 linemen and 3 linebackers. They got Braden McNeil starting along that defensive line. So, yeah. So that's what they're doing. They're kind of mixing it up there. So Braden McNeil steps up to be a part of that big defensive line with Riley, Sudduth, and Nash. And so the 1st and 10, Kosciusko leads it 7-0. I think that says 9 minutes to go in the first. There's some light bulbs out on the scoreboard. Pistol set, turn, give to the running back Johnson. He'll run forward off left tackle. He'll get maybe 4 yards. Somebody's helmet came flying off. Bond Slater in on the tackle for the Whippets. Yeah, they say about 3, maybe 4 yards. They keep walking that down marker up. So as I said earlier, we are at a disadvantage here from where we are in the top row of the bleachers. Not a great view as the quarterback this time is going to be Tobias McGee. He'll have Deion Johnson standing to his left. It's Maurice Booker as one of those upbacks. Another low snap. McGee runs to his left. From Nick Sudduth has got it. He might have got a yard if he got anything at all.
Yeah, good job right there by Sudduth, right there on the edge.
Yeah, they do move it up about a yard, so 3rd down and 5. Kosciusko got a scoop and score. Just 17 seconds into the ball game. Scoop and score by Rashad Harrington. And now defense back out onto the field. You like that when you're up 7-0, your offense hadn't touched the field yet, Jeremy.
Yeah, absolutely.
McGee, once again, going to be the quarterback. He's going to keep it, run it to the left, and the Whippets are there. Dropping him in the backfield is J.T. Herron for the sack. J.T. Herron from his safety spot. Whippets moving the Indians backwards. It's a loss of 2 yards. It'll be 4th down, around 7 yards to go. Looks like Yazoo City wants to go for it. They are in Whippets territory at around the 34-yard line. McGee will motion. It's a low snap. Looks like he wants to throw. Going over the top. That is incomplete. Great play by Keith Lay. Just got his paw up there. They were aiming for Johnson out of the backfield, and Keith Lay with a great spot from his safety position, and the Whippets take over.
Yeah, if he wouldn't have got that left paw on it, it could have been trouble.
And Coach Orr talked to us about that. You know, they run the ball so much that just you're going to be creeping up. You're always going to be creeping up, and then they can bust a pass over the top.
Yeah, they can just lull you to sleep right there and then come over the top with it.
Yeah. So Kosciusko comes out in that 2-by-2 set. Sandiford to the left of his quarterback. Schuler wide to the left. We got a whistle and a stoppage. Somebody moved early for the Whippets. Now back Kosciusko up 5 yards. False start on the Whippets. Didn't see who was the guilty party, but we can't see too much from where we are. And if we go quiet for a little bit, we're probably battling mosquitoes. Just giving you a heads up. And they're the size of mockingbirds over here. Caden Wade hands off to Sandifer. Runs it up the middle. Won't get much, if anything. A yard at most. On the tackle there was Jaylene Barber. We talked about this Yazoo City squad. They've got some athletes like Reese Booker is going to be playing in the Bernard Blackwell All-Star game. You know, P.J. Pace played in that a couple of years ago for Kosciusko. So, I mean, that tells you the type of, and Whippet fans know P.J. Pace, the type of athlete that he is. But it will be second down at about 14. Another give to Sandifer. Runs to the left, and he runs right into the open arms of Dion Johnson. Johnson gets him a minimal gain. It's going to be third down and long for this Kosciusko offense. Let's see who's in the ball game. William Rankin, Jabry Pierce. I think Schuler's still out there, and L.D. McBride. So, yeah, that's going to be your four receivers. Now they're going to go empty. Sandifer's going to line up as a receiver out to the right. Caden Wade going to throw at is off the hands of his receiver, incomplete. Aiming for William Rankin. And it was knocked away by Jaylene Barber. And the Whippets have to come out and punt. Clock stops with 5:22 to go first quarter. Kosciusko with a 7-0 lead. I'll remind you that we do have our video and audio stream available to you tonight. Video stream on the Breezy 103 FM YouTube channel. Audio stream on the Breezy 103 app and the Listen Live tab at breezynews.com. Those streams brought to you by Allen's Furniture. Braden Ray. It's a high kick, and the return man's just going to wave it off. It's going to take a good Whippet bounce. It hits at the 39-yard line, rolls 10 yards on the hash marks to the 29-yard line. So the Yazoo City Indians will start their third drive of the ball game from right there at the 29-yard line. First quarters for Whippets football are brought to you by Central Tire Service. We didn't give you our field conditions / weather report. Field conditions pretty good for this time of year. There was a little some standing water on the sideline, but not on the field. We got some rain over here recently. But as far as the weather goes, it's a nice night for football. There's a little bit of a low snap. McGee gets it and moves the scrum forward. Keeps going. Get maybe 3 yards, and that's it. Yeah, it's around 65 degrees here. Yeah, nice night for football. Nice night for us, especially when we're sitting in the top row of the bleachers. As long as there's no rain, we'll be fine. Jeremy, if you have to do a bleacher broadcast, October 24th, it's not too bad.
That's right.
Better than August 24th.
Oh, you better believe that for sure, man.
Better than doing it that first game. So we're not too bad over here right now. We're going to give some thanks to a cheerleader that threw us a football. That's one good thing about being this close to the action. There's another keeper by the quarterback, Tobias McGee. And he'll get 3 yards up to the 35-yard line and makes it third down and around 5, maybe 6. Who was it that threw it? Was it Morgan? Morgan Brown?
I'm not sure. I just looked up, and it was in our grill.
Emerson Powers and Morgan Brown, they said they would throw us a football because we're so close to the field. You know, we don't ever get to get a football. But after that score, they threw us one, and we got us a Citizens National Bank football. So even when I was a kid, I loved getting the footballs that the cheerleaders threw, and we still love them. So we're going to keep that with us for good luck, but we appreciate the cheerleaders throwing us a football since we're this close to the action. Handoff goes to Johnson. He runs right, and he runs right into Nick Suddeth and Rowdy Roan and Mylan Johnson. So they'll make it fourth down and long. We'll see if Yazoo City wants to try to punt this one away. Last time they did not punt. I didn't watch film this week to see if they were ones that wanted to go for it on fourth down. I watched a little bit of film.
Yeah, it looks like they're sending their punt team in.
They will send out a punt unit. Going back is going to be Jamario Effinger. I believe that's right. Yeah. Or is that Kamario Taylor? One of them. Whippets are going punt safe here.
I think it's Effinger.
There's a whistle and somebody moves.
And I don't know how many people they got on the field.
Yeah, what? Yeah, they called delay a game.
Okay.
Yeah,
they were a little slow getting on the field. Looked like they didn't know who was supposed to be out there and who wasn't, too. They was a little slow on personnel.
Yeah, the Whippets, they're not – I mean, they have somebody back deep, but they're not really sending anybody. Is that Keith Lay or Mylan Johnson. Somebody's just, no, it's not Keith Lay or Mylan Johnson. They're over here to the left. Can't quite make out what number that is. But he is not very deep. Snap is high. Effinger's going to get to it. Gets a decent kick off. Whippets will just watch it bounce at the 50, and it'll roll sideways and back towards the 45-yard line in Yazoo territory. That was Zay Riley who they had back. This just sort of the safe man. They're not sitting back to return anyone there. But Kosciusko will take over, leading it 7-0 with 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. Got a quick rolling. First quarter here from the Mississippi Delta, Yazoo City. Jeremy, you know a little something about this place.
Oh, yeah. It's been about 7 years over here in this county.
Yeah. So, let's see what the Whippets do this time. Well, offense stalled out. Didn't get a first down last time. 3 receivers wide to the left. Empty backfield. Caden Wade, quick throw. Catch made by L.D. McBride along the far sideline. A flag comes in right around where the catch is made. If it stands, it's a gain of about 9. They're going to say sideline warning?
That's what it is, sideline warning.
Yeah, sideline warning against Yazoo City. So I did say about 9, but it's only going to be about a 7-yard gain, so it'll be second down and short. Ball goes up across the 45-yard line. Excuse me, the 40-yard line. Right around the 38. Here comes half the Yazoo City offensive line. Or excuse me, defensive line. And that should be a first down, but the chains moved when they shouldn't have moved.
Yeah,
so I'm
just kind of.
I'm not.
That's what I've been trying to watch the chains to try to get some.
Okay, so it's not going to be a first.
It should. Yeah, they're gonna have to have a meeting on with the chain.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it should be first down.
Oh, the Whippets didn't know that they had stopped play. Yeah, the change over here. They had it second down and 1, and it should have been first down and 10. Yeah, there's some issues with the chain gang here on the visitor side. So Whippets were lined up ready to go, but if the chains aren't set, you know, I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do. But the ball will be up across the 35. Call it the 34.
Yeah.
Kosciusko will have Schuler lined up as an H-back. Handoff goes to C.J. Sandifer, runs to the left, stiff arms a defender, keeps dragging defenders, and will be pulled down right around the 31. Or excuse me, the 25-yard line. Hard to see where we are. So should be second down and around 3. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Ball is on the left hash. I think Yazoo City's got too many guys on the field. Handoff goes to Sandifer. And I think he's got enough for a first down. He does. Well, maybe in Yazoo City didn't have – somebody took off running like
somebody took off running.
Like,
I think he was trying to get out.
He's trying to get out
the slot guy.
Okay, yeah.
Cover the slot.
Yeah, because you had Booker, that's who we're talking about, that play it in the Bernard Blackwell game. He took off running like he was trying to get off the field. Whippets with the hard count. Yazoo City comes across the line, but no call. Clock ticking down. Kosciusko will have to snap it before the end of the quarter. Give us to Sandifer. No, keeper by Caden Wade. He trips after he crosses the 20, gets to the 15-yard line. And that will be the final play of the first quarter. Kosciusko leads it 7-0 after 12 minutes of play. We're back in 60 seconds with more Whippets football from Boswell Media Sports.
Premier Medical Group in Kosciusko is proud to welcome Dr. Jenny Kate Miles and Dr. Helen Turner to their team. Whether you need a checkup, ongoing care, or a trusted provider for your family, Dr. Miles and Dr. Turner are taking new patients. Schedule your appointment today. Call Premier Medical Group at 662-289-1800.
Premier Medical Group, PMG. Good health is our priority.
Have you been putting off coming to the dentist lately? Hello, I'm Dr. Adam Middleton from Autumn Ridge Dental in Kosciusko. We are treating patients with a mindset we have always held, that proper, regular, preventive care can help keep your mouth healthy and functioning properly. We want all our patients to have a smile they can be proud of. Please call us at 662-289-7076 for an appointment. Come see us and we will give you something to smile about.
Boswell Media Sports.
We'll swap ends of the field as we start the second quarter of play. Kosciusko with a 7-0 lead against the division rivals of Yazoo City. Second quarters for Whippets football are brought to you by Pickles Drugstore. Brett Riley, Jeremy Tillman with you here from the Boswell Media Sports mobile studio. Top row of the bleachers. Jeffrey's down to our right. We got to give Hayes a hard time. I tell you, he's in there with heated seats, and I mean, he's got everything. I think he's got a cooler in there. I think they're going to serve him dinner in there. I mean, come on now. And we're out here on the top row of the bleachers. Kosciusko has a second and short as Caden Wade's going to throw over the middle, incomplete, almost picked off. Aiming for William Rankin on a slant pattern. Rashawn Boose able to jump in the passing lane there. This Yazoo City squad has wins over Humphreys County, and they have a win over their rival, Yazoo County. They had a win over Humphreys County 36-12, and Yazoo County 16-6. There's only two common opponents. As now the Whippets are going to go to the I-form set. Handoff goes to Jackson Schuler. Schuler runs through, keeps going, keeps the pile moving forward. Jackson Schuler, don't stop believing. He's in for a touchdown.
Right, good hard run right there by Schuler, man. Just would not give up, kept his legs turning, and was able to get into the end zone right there. Nice play.
Yeah, that was a long run. I mean, that wasn't like, normally give Schuler 1-2 yards, but that one was from, about 12 yards out?
Yeah, 12 or 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, it may have been 12.
I'm not sure. The chain gang doesn't really know much these days. A little bit of a high snap, but Pierce gets it down. The kick is up, and it's good. Kosciusko leads it 14-0. We're back in 60 seconds. More with football from Boswell Media Sports.
Did you know that 80% of learning in young children comes through the eyes? Thomas Vision offers eye exams for children starting at 6 months. It's very important for children to have an eye exam before entering first grade. Doctors Angela Thomas, Tara Dew, and Anna Middleton offer comprehensive eye exams that thoroughly assess overall eye and vision health. Thomas Vision's optical department has the latest glasses frames, and you get 20% off your second pair. Thomas Vision, Veterans Memorial Drive, and Kosciusko.
This is Chris Coleman, your neighborhood Alpha insurance agent. At Alpha, we understand the value of hard work, trust, and protection for the ones you love. Alpha Insurance has a long proven history of taking care of the folks who hold these same values. As your local Alpha agent, I want to help protect you and your family and help you succeed and prosper as you go through the journey of life. Call me at 662-289-1024, message me on Facebook, or drop in at 235 North Madison Street in Kosciusko. Alpha Insurance for all of your auto, home, life, and commercial needs.
Boswell Media Sports.
Braden Ray lines up to kick it away, and it is going to be caught right around the 35-yard line. Flag comes in behind the play. Return man has a lot of room on the far side. Gets it across around the hash marks. On the return there, that was Kamari Taylor. There was a flag, right?
It was.
Yeah. Way behind the play. Holding against Yazoo City. It's going to be the call. But yeah, we're glad we're not saying Kamario Taylor. I've seen him play in the state championship for Noxubee 3 years in a row. Was never able to win one. But 2022 played Raleigh. Centurion Perkins and Raleigh. And then in 2023, he played Chase Richardson and that whole Winona crew. Chase is the quarterback at Holmes now. And last year he played Caleb Cunningham in Choctaw County. Mario Taylor leading Noxubee County to 3 champions appearances. Hoping we see him some tomorrow against the Texas Longhorns there in Starkville. But shotgun set. Motion Marquez Taylor, fake it to him. Tobias McGee on the keeper will be tackled by Rowdy Roan, but a good play on first down. About 5, maybe 4 yards. Looks like they give him a full 5. Good tackle by Roan. But yeah, this offense, just as I said, it's Pop Warner. It's what you run in the backyard.
Yeah.
Right?
And they're pulling a lot of people, man. They're just getting in behind those big guys up front. They're pulling two folks usually,
yeah.
two, sometimes two up in there.
And they got some guys.
Yeah.
Their guys aren't small. Deion Johnson will move the run to his right. It's Marquez Taylor as the running back. He is going to keep it. Run around the right side. He has the edge. He gets knocked out of bounds. Keith Lay and Mylan Johnson there to escort him out of bounds, but you're going to see a hold against Yazoo City. Well, it's going to bring him back.
Yeah, you're seeing some positive yards from them. Some, and usually when they get that, it gets called back.
Yeah, Martavian Miller going to check into the ball game. Keith Lay coming to sound like he's dealing with some sort of a hand, shoulder situation there. But Martavian Miller going to be back as sort of your safety over the top, just in case they decide they want to throw it. And it's going to be second down, back to about 10 yards now. That's Marquez Taylor, a little bit of a low snap, has to go off to his right to get it. He's hit and tackled from behind. It's Rowdy Roan on the stop. They'll say no gain. So it's not technically a sack, but good job by Rowdy Roan. And a little bit of a low snap, kind of threw the timing off there, allowing Roan to get around to that right side. I'm going to see Sean Harrington come in. Somebody's got to come off the field for Kosciusko. Not sure who it's going to be. Looks like Zay Riley. Whippets getting some fresh legs in there. Still going with that 4-man defensive front. A combination of Travion Nash, Braden McNeil, LaMarcus Riley, and Nick Sudduth. And there's a whistle, and I think it was a timeout. Timeout for Yazoo City. We'll take it with them. Kosciusko with a 14-0 lead. 9.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Be prepared for life's uncertainties with the correct insurance coverage from the Atala County Farm Bureau. Let's talk about change. Sometimes change is good. Sometimes change is scary. But what is certain is that everyone will experience change. The Atala County Farm Bureau's review program is designed to identify the changes that need to be made in your insurance coverage. Wayne Blaylock and James Metters invite you to stop by for your Farm Bureau Get Real review. Let them help you be prepared for change. Atala County Farm Bureau on the north side of the square in Kosciusko.
Your pharmacist is more than someone who fills your prescriptions. Your pharmacist helps you understand what medications you're taking. Your pharmacist makes sure your insurance is filed correctly. And your pharmacist answers any other questions you may have regarding your medications.
Hi, I'm Rob Pickle, registered pharmacist and owner of Pickle's Drugstore. It is my goal to give you the personal attention you need to improve your health and well-being. My staff and I are here to serve you.
Pickle's Drugstore, your hometown pharmacy, on the east side of the square in Kosciusko.
Boswell Media Sports.
Out of the timeout, it's third down and long for the Yazoo City Indians, and they go with the pass play. It's what they tried last time. They sneak out the running back. That is going to be Maurice Booker, and he's able to catch it out for a first down. We told you they could do that. But if you get caught sleeping back there.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to set you up for sure.
Third down and long. Able to find an opening up to the 45-yard line. Low snap again. McGee is going to get it and run off to his right. And he'll keep the scrum moving forward. He's eventually run out of bounds. On that far sideline, only got about 2 yards maybe. So it's going to be second down as Zay Riley will get in the ball game. Mylan Johnson comes to the sideline to get a breather. But second down at 8. Kosciusko with a 14-0 lead, under 9 minutes to play in the Pickles Drugstore second quarter. Once again, sort of a musical chairs back there at quarterback. Going to be Tobias McGee. They'll have Deion Johnson as one of the upbacks. Turned and handed off, and the Whippets are there this time. It's Nick Suddiff on the stop. Going to be a loss on the play, about 3 yards.
Yeah, nice job right there on the end there. Suddiff coming through and just wrapping him up, taking him down and dropping him for a loss.
3rd down, 10 yards to go, maybe even 11. Yeah. Ball's at the 45-yard line. I think it is behind the sticks a little bit. So Whippet, you see the Whippet defense now being a little bit more verbal, kind of calling out and seeing what they need to do here on these 3rd and longs. But it's going to be a handoff to Johnson, and he'll rumble forward. He won't have enough for a 1st down, but he gets a pretty good chunk of yards on 3rd down. Maybe 5, which will bring up 4th down and about 6. But this spot of the field, Yazoo City's going to leave the offense out there, going to try to go for it. They'll move that formation to the left. So there's a hard count. But in the backfield, you have Tobias McGee as your quarterback. Deion Johnson is the running back. McGee's going to keep it himself, and he won't get it. Nick Suddiff and Rowdy Roan get him for the stop. Nick Suddiff and Rowdy Roan both having good games so far. Whippets turn them over on downs with 6:58 to go in the 2nd quarter. Kosciusko leading at 14-0. Got a couple of updates for you. Last update we had, Ripley and Roosevelt. That's the big one. The big one that we need to hear about. Ripley is leading that one 7-0 after 1. The winner of that game most likely comes to Kosciusko week 1 of the playoffs. Now, some other things could happen, but, that's the sort of the thinking right now. Kosciusko, 2 receivers to the right, turn, give to C.J. Sandifer, and it's not a lot there. Somebody had his leg pulled up. Well, they had his leg up in the air. I don't think he had any legs on the ground. And he's banged up a little bit.
Yeah.
And his helmet came off, too. Yeah, I think he's banged up more so than his helmet just came off, so he will come out of the ball game. Normally you would see maybe another running back like Darrell Tolliver come in, but looks like Schuler's going to go in. Whippets might just go empty right here.
Yeah.
They give him 3 yards, so 2nd down and around 7 or 8. So Whippets will have both Vance and Schuler. So Schuler is going to be your running back. So Schuler is your tailback there. Wade drops to throw, survey in the field. Lots of time going to find it off the hands of Schuler. I think Wade slung that one out a little too hot for Jackson. Jackson was open, but he turned around and it was right there.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. Like you said, as quick as just about the time he turned around, it was in his face.
Yeah. So clock stops on the incompletion. But, yeah, that update for you. Score updates brought to you by Sullivan's Drugs and Gifts. So 3rd down and long for the Whippets. Hard count. Now they look to get a new play from Coach Rhodes. Whippets are going to have to hurry. As there's one on the play clock, and Coach Orr has to take a timeout. Didn't get the play in time, so Whippets take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 6:12 to go in the first half. Kosciusko with a 14-0 lead. Back in 60 seconds here on Boswell Media Sports.
Transition your home and your style for fall at Sullivan's. Check out their new fall home decor, clothing, and the perfect shoes to step up your autumn look. Sullivan's has everything you need to get game day ready. Whether you're hosting the party or cheering from the stands, fall's in the air. Make sure your home and wardrobe are too. Visit Sullivan's today and find your fall favorites. Autumn starts here, only at Sullivan's in Kosciusko.
Your pet is more than just a pet. They're your family's fearless protector, your fetching athlete, your crumbs on the floor detector, the warm, snuggly heartbeat at your feet. State Farm understands why your pet means so much to you. So State Farm and Trupanion have teamed up to give your furry family members the protection they deserve. Pet medical insurance. It's another way State Farm is here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Angel Albin McDonald at 662-289-3161.
Boswell Media Sports.
Out of the timeout, Kosciusko with a 3rd down and long. Caden Wade off to his right. Now he's going to throw. Caught by L.D. McBride. He breaks into the open field. We drug down from behind at the 24-yard line. Thrown a little bit low, but McBride goes down and gets it. And the Whippets convert the Serve Pro first down.
Yeah, good job right there. And you've been wanting to see that tonight, just being able to connect on a good pass, and that was maybe will start some things up right here.
Whippets hurry up to the line. 2-by-2 set. Wade has lots of time running out to his right. Now he's going to roll back out to his left, dance around, and he's just going to throw it away. Good job there by Caden Wade, but a really good job by his offensive line, giving him a lot of time to throw. But Coach Orr talked about this Yazoo City team. They play guys way off the ball. They almost look like they're returning punch as far as the defenders stay off the ball. So they don't want to get beat over the top. So you have to go underneath a lot. That time, Caden Wade didn't find it, so just aired one out. Should note Jack Vance in the ball game. Lined up in the slot to the left that last play, and he'll stay out there. Also, Latiker's out wide to the right. You got Pierce in the slot and McBride wide to the right. Wade throws back to the right, caught by McBride, trying to set up a little wide receiver screen. He goes inside, then back outside, back inside, dancing around, gets inside the 10-yard line, down to the 9. It's around a 12, maybe even a 15-yard pickup, and a Serve Pro first down. L.D. McBride was stopping and going and stopping. They'll say goal to go.
Is that on about the 9?
It's got to be the 9. Yeah, I'm going to say the 9. So I'll say 1st and goal from the 9. Whippets will put Jack Vance in as a tight end to the left. It's a give to Sandifer. Sandifer runs left, runs around. Submarine tackle is in for the touchdown. C.J. Sandifer with a 9-yard touchdown run, and the Whippets extend the lead. Oh, now they're saying, I'm not really sure what he called.
It had to have been a hold of anything.
It looked like he wanted to call a hold, but it wasn't the traditional hold signal. Oh, anyway, but it didn't. It only backed it up like 5 yards. It's back to the 12-yard line. So, I guess did the hold happen at the 2? But anyway, 1st and goal for the Whippets from the 12. Wade throws, looking for his receiver, incomplete. Rankin. They went to that I formation set, and they did the play fake to Sandifer, and was looking for Rankin. Yazoo City had it defended well. But 2nd down and goal. Yeah, from around the 12. So, the holding had happened at the 2? Okay, now I think that maybe they're sorting it out right now.
Yeah, that's going to have to be what it is.
Yeah. So the officials have called a meeting. Kosciusko breaks the huddle. It's not going to.
I believe he's going to move the ball, isn't he? Yep.
He moved it back like a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, 2nd down and goal for the Whippets. Handoff. Throws to Sandifer. Runs around the right side. Tiptoes down the line. Is he in? He is. Touchdown. C.J. Sandifer. 12-yard run around the edge. Now it's 20-0. Good-looking run by Sandifer.
Nice run.
Able to tiptoe down in there and keep it rolling. Whippet touchdowns brought to you by Baptist Atala. Got another score update for you. We'll give it to you when we come back, as that kick is blocked. PAT no good. Kosciusko leads at 20-0. 4:26 remaining here in the first half.
Transition your home and your style for fall at Sullivan's. Check out their new fall home decor, clothing, and the perfect shoes to step up your autumn look. Sullivan's has everything you need to get game day ready. Whether you're hosting the party or cheering from the stands, fall's in the air. Make sure your home and wardrobe are too. Visit Sullivan's today and find your fall favorites. Autumn starts here, only at Sullivan's in Kosciusko.
Your pet is more than just a pet. They're your family's fearless protector, your fetching athlete, your crumbs on the floor detector, the warm, snuggly heartbeat at your feet. State Farm understands why your pet means so much to you. So State Farm and Trupanion have teamed up to give your furry family members the protection they deserve. Pet medical insurance. It's another way State Farm is here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Angel Albin McDonald at 662-289-3161.
Boswell Media Sports.
Braden Ray with the kick. It'll hit and take a bounce. Kamari Taylor has it, and he'll be wrapped up by Avery Harrington. He got about 4, maybe 5 yards on that return up to the 35-yard line. Kosciusko leading it 20-0. How about a Sullivan's Drugs and Gifts score update? Ethel leading Nanawaya 16-0 in that ball game. A lot on the line for the Ethel Tigers. They're looking for just like Kosciusko, playing for a home game in the playoffs. If they win that one, it sets up a 3-way tie for first place with Nanawaya and Leake County. So we'll continue to follow that one for you. Big one over there in Winston County, but Kosciusko leading it 20-0 here. This time it is a keeper. No, he gives it away off to the running back, does Tobias McGee. And on the run that time was that Marquez Taylor? Or was that, no, that was McGee.
It was, Marquez Taylor.
Was it Taylor?
Yeah, it was Taylor.
Yeah, it's hard to keep them straight. There's a lot of them in and out back there. It looks like it's going to be Tobias McGee and Dion Johnson in the what you would traditionally call the pistol here, with 2 up backs, 2 wing backs, H-backs, whatever you'd like to call them. Tight set, handoff goes to Johnson, and he's got a seam, and he'll have enough for a first down. I believe the tackle going to be registered to Ricari Covington, as he just kind of reached up and grabbed him, knocked him down. But stick around for our Citizens National Bank halftime report. Handoff once again goes to Johnson, running right on first down. Keeps his legs moving. Avery Harrington give him the tackle. Yeah, no Kosciusko Big Red Band performance tonight. They have the pet band, Simply Red, off to our left right here. So we'll give you some scores from around the state for our halftime coverage. Marquez Taylor is back in at the quarterback spot this time. Second down, around 6 yards to go. Handoff goes to Tobias McGee. Tries to bounce it outside. He does. And he gets a first down. Out there on that far sideline. Getting credit for the tackle. I believe that's going to be Bond-Slater. Bond-Slater knocked him down. We have a whistle and a timeout for Yazoo City. So we'll keep it right here. We've had a lot of breaks in succession very quickly. But 2:23 to go until halftime, and it's a 20-0 lead for the Kosciusko Whippets. The other ball games that we want to find scores for you tonight, you got a big one down in the metro area. Germantown, Madison Central. That's a big one. South Panola versus Grenada. That's a big one. Brookhaven and South Jones. Tri-County and Leake Academy. Last update we heard from Tri-County and Leake Academy, it was 6-6. That one's over on Cruising 98.3. That's the game. I mean, that's the game of the week for a number of publications are going to be there. WJTV, I know they're over there. It's their game of the week. That's a big one. That one's for first place in MAIS 3A, and they'll probably be playing again in a few weeks for a state championship. But Philip Palmetry has the call for that one on Cruising 98, and last update I got from him is it was 6-6, all tied up. But out of the timeout, it's 1st and 10 for the Yazoo City Indians. And a handoff gets about a yard, if that. Bond Slater with the tackle on, I believe Johnson was the running back that time. It's sort of just throw a dart at the roster at who's going to be playing quarterback and who's going to be running back. Oh, it's just any way you want it for Yazoo City. I mean, they go back there with – actually, the only one I think hasn't been in yet is the actual quarterback, Tyler Taylor. Is that right? I haven't seen him.
Yeah, he hadn't been in.
I haven't seen him who's listed – the only quarterback listed on the roster is Tyler Taylor. Everyone else is either a running back or an athlete or something. But
they haven't taken another timeout.
Taking another timeout with 94 seconds to go. This time we will take it with them. Whippets lead it 20-0 right here before the half.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
This is Allison Schuler, Chief Nursing Officer at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala. Are you tired of traveling for cancer treatments? Now you don't have to. The new Cancer Treatment Center at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala is now open, offering expert oncology care, infusions, and support services right here in Kosciusko. That means less time on the road and more time where it matters most, with your loved ones. Call 662-289-9893 today to learn more or ask your doctor about receiving treatment.
As we come back from the timeout, Yazoo City tried to go quickly, but there was a whistle. Timeouts for Whippets football are brought to you by Reliant Physical Therapy. Traditionally, you would think that's a false start if they blew the whistle to stop the play. But Kosciusko on defense, Yazoo City with 92 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, they waving it
now
off.
They're going to wave it off. Ball is at the 41-yard line of Kosciusko. So Kamari Taylor in the backfield. Mark also back there, Marquez Taylor. But it looks like Tobias McGee is going to be the quarterback, and he will have Reese Booker as one of his upbacks. First time tonight, I think they put two wide receivers out. One wide to the left, one wide to the right. Second down and long. McGee is going to drop the throw. Whippets are there. Now he pulls it down to run for himself, trying to get to the edge. Have enough for a first down, and there's going to be a couple of flags come in. That is a blind side block, I do believe, Jeremy.
Yeah, I believe that's what it's going to be.
That's the old PlayStation play. Mm-hmm. That's what it's going to be. Blind side block, and now there's another flag. Somebody must have said something.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
This might be a 30-yard penalty. And somebody's going to be sent off the field, I believe. Unsportsmanlike conduct. It is going to be a 30-yard penalty. Second down, and what's down there? Flora?
Yeah, Flora.
Flora.
That's going to be about Flora.
Second down in Flora, down Highway 49.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, they got to get to Palmetry down there.
Right.
Yeah, Palmetry.
Go see him.
Palmetry is down there doing that game at Tri-County.
Yeah.
So it is second down and Let's see, it was 2nd and 10. So my math ain't great, but that's going to be 2nd and 40.
That's right. That's exactly.
Right. Because it was.
Third, is that?
It should be 2nd down because,
Yeah,
it'll be 2nd down. Yeah, so 2nd down and 40. But yeah, I think 2nd down in Flora. Whippets having to get some guys on and off there. Should note that was Big Anthony Harris that was in the ball game along that defensive line for the Whippets. So 2nd down, 40. Marquez Taylor is going to be the quarterback. He keeps it, and he'll get tackled. Good job by Mylan Johnson. Great open field tackle by the senior. And Taylor is only going to get a yard if they even give him that. They didn't move. I'm not sure we can go by the down marker anymore, but they definitely didn't move it. So if it's anything, it's 3rd and 39. Still 3rd and forever. Marquez Taylor, once again, going to be back there in the backfield as the quarterback. They're going to have to hurry up. Play clock's at about 4. Snap, a little bit low. Taylor rolls to his right, dumps it off. It is almost picked off. Bonslater almost has it in his hands. He was going for the hit more so than the pick, but it hit him right in the 0 on his chest, and it's incomplete. And 4th down and forever now. So that's one where that's what you're taught to do. If you're a defender, you're going for the hit and you're not going for the pick. But if you're looking for the pick that time, you might have had the pick 6 if you're Bonslater. So back to kick it away.
Well, their punt team is slow getting on the field, man.
And the play clock is not moving. The game clock is stopped because it's an incomplete pass, which it should be. Stopped at 23 seconds. But that is Jamario Effinger back to punt it away. Now the play clock starts. Once the Whippets aren't going to put anybody back. It's just a punt safe here. It's a low snap. Effinger goes to get it. It's blocked. Whippets have it. Who's got it? It looked like Travion Nash got on it.
I think, was that JT Heron came off the edge here that was able to?
It was either Heron or Roan or Nash. Pick your poison. Well, that helps the Whippets out because you're thinking if you get it down here, you might just take a knee, right? Go into the half because you're going to get the ball back to start the 3rd quarter. But now if you're Kosciusko, you might be thinking,
yeah, you got a shot right
put
here.
Another score on the board with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Let's see who's going to be on the personnel. It's McBride and Pierce to the left, Schuler in the slot to the right, and Kendrian Latiker is going to be wide to the right. Sandifer is the back. Wade is going to drop the throw, looking off to his left. He's going to run out to his right. Now he's going to throw incomplete. Clock stops at 9 seconds. I think is there a flag? There's a flag.
Yeah,
hold against Kosciusko. Yeah, once again, we are here on the visitors' sideline on the top row of the bleachers that are not very high, so our viewpoint is not great. So some of the flags that get thrown get lost behind the players that we can't see. But the flag puts the ball back to the, what do we call that, the 30, right at the 35. 35-yard line. 9 seconds to go. We got enough time for Caden Wave to heave one to the end zone and try to get another score here right before the half. Twin receivers either side of the ball. Whippets going to have to snap it quickly. Caden Wade throws out low, incomplete. Little out route to Jabry Pierce. It was low on that far sideline. Almost wonder if the Whippets are trying to get some room for a field goal. It'd still be a long field goal from there, but that little out route, like you're trying to make up some ground. Plus, I mean, a field goal, if you just want to try it, doesn't hurt you if you're Kosciusko because as we said, you're going to get the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter. But with 5 seconds left, it's just about got to be a heave to the end zone for Caden Wade from the 35-yard line. 2-by-2 set. Wade is going to drop to throw. He's going to run off to his left, be pursued, take it himself, run out to the right, throw into the end zone. Anyone going to catch it? They will, but they're out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete to end the first half. It's Kosciusko 20, Yazoo City nothing. We'll step aside for an extended break. We come back. It's the Citizens National Bank halftime report here from Boswell Media Sports.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Craving the simple goodness of farm fresh dairy? Discover the difference with Prairie Farms Dairy. Proudly farmer-owned, always fresh. From milk to ice cream, butter to irresistible frozen treats, every product comes straight from our family to yours. Experience the taste of real farm fresh quality in every bite and sip. Look for the Prairie Farms brand at your local grocery store. Prairie Farms Dairy. Farm fresh goodness. From our family to yours, every single day.
When an electrical shortage in your office causes extensive smoke and water damage, or that musty odor indicates you might have a mold problem, you need a lot more than just help cleaning up. That's why Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood is where you turn when disaster strikes. We offer all the cleanup and construction services to take your home or business from post-disaster to as good as new as soon as possible. So no matter what happens, there's just one call you need to make. Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood to see how they can help you get back to like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Imagine a gym that never sleeps. Just like your fitness goals. Holmes Healthplex is open 24/7, giving you the freedom to work out on your schedule, not ours. Wave goodbye to those pesky joining fees and hello to unlimited access to cardio machines, weights, and group classes like Pilates and spin. All included in your membership. Find us on Highway 12, where your fitness journey awaits around the clock at Holmes Healthplex.
Be prepared for life's uncertainties with the correct insurance coverage from the Atala County Farm Bureau. Let's talk about change. Sometimes change is good. Sometimes change is scary. But what is certain is that everyone will experience change. The Atala County Farm Bureau's review program is designed to identify the changes that need to be made in your insurance coverage. Wayne Blaylock and James Metters invite you to stop by for your Farm Bureau Get Real review. Let them help you be prepared for change. Atala County Farm Bureau on the north side of the square in Kosciusko.
This is Allison Schuler, Chief Nursing Officer at Baptist Memorial Hospital Atala. Are you tired of traveling for cancer treatment? Now you don't have to. The new Cancer Treatment Center at Baptist Memorial Hospital Atala is now open, offering expert oncology care, infusions, and support services right here in Kosciusko. That means less time on the road and more time where it matters most, with your loved ones. Call 662-289-9893 today to learn more or ask your doctor about receiving treatment close to home.
Hello, I'm Mandy Hudgens, and it's my privilege to serve our customers at Citizens National Bank. Being part of a bank with more than 137 years of history means standing on a foundation of strength, stability, and trust. We've been through it all, and we're still here, committed to helping you reach your goals. As a local community bank, we make decisions right here at home with your goals and your success in mind. And when you walk through our doors, you'll see friendly faces who take the time to understand what truly matters to you. If you're looking for a bank you can count on, one that knows your community and puts your needs first, we're ready to earn your trust, like we've done for generations. Citizens National Bank, strong, stable, and locally owned since 1888.
There's power in caring, power in community. That's the power of local. Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Boswell Media Sports.
It's the Citizens National Bank halftime report. Your halftime score, Kosciusko 20, Yazoo City 0. homecoming festivities taking place here at Fletcher Cox Stadium. They had senior night and homecoming. That's a brave thing to do all in one night, but they are taking care of it here in the Delta. We'll take a look around the state at some scores. Got this one that folks might want to know about. Choctaw County leads Winona 21-13. So that is a close one there. Of course, that district's all in disarray. You had, let's see, Noxubee beat Choctaw County, and Winona beat Noxubee. So now Choctaw County beats Winona. It's just going to be a mess there. But also Sumrall's leading Natchez 23-6. Here's an interesting score. South Panola leading Grenada 21-13. Now, traditionally, South Panola is a power, but Grenada's the number 1 6A team in the state. New Hope is up 14-0 over Pontotoc. Oxford and Clinton. Clinton leads that one 13-0 13-7 there in the second quarter. No problems. West Point, the Green Wave over Caledonia 28-0 in the second quarter of that one. Down on the coast, you have Forest County AHS taking on Bay High. It's Forest County AHS up 14-0 in that one. PCS, Presbyterian Christian, leads St. Stanislaus 28-0. That one way down there on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And the last update we had for Ethel and Nanawaya was 16-0. The Ethel Tigers leading that one over Nanawaya. Nanawaya is the in first place over there in that district, undefeated in Region 5 1A. So we will continue to update you on that one. Madison Central leads Germantown. That one's 10-0 there. That's a big one down there in the metro area. Purvis is up 14-7 over Northeast Jones at halftime, and Brookhaven leads West Jones 22-16 there at the, not West Jones, South Jones. We too many Joneses, right? Well, just got another update from Ethel and Nanawaya. The Warriors come back to take the lead, 20-16 at halftime there from Winston County. So that is a great ball game over there, and it sounds like that one's going to go right down to the wire. But the score here is Kosciusko 20, Yazoo City nothing. We'll step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll have a look at the first half recap, name some candidates for our player of the game. But here at the intermission, it's all Whippets.
Transition your home and your style for fall at Sullivan's. Check out their new fall home decor, clothing, and the perfect shoes to step up your autumn look. Sullivan's has everything you need to get game day ready. Whether you're hosting the party or cheering from the stands, fall's in the air. Make sure your home and wardrobe are too. Visit Sullivan's today and find your fall favorites. Autumn starts here, only at Sullivan's in Kosciusko.
Football season is back.
Whippets hold them out of the end zone.
Friday nights will be packed with hard hits and tough plays. And at Reliant Physical Therapy, we're here to help you bounce back stronger. Whether you're a Whippet on the field or a fan in the stands, our expert team delivers results you can feel. From shoulders and elbows to backs, hips, knees, and ankles, our therapists treat the whole body with care and precision. No referral needed. Call today or visit ReliantPT.com to get started.
Big play by the Whippet defense.
Gear up for deer season at the Atala County Co-op. Pick from top brands like Moultrie and Boss Buck gravity feeders, plus irresistible attractants. Mobucks, Buck Duo, Strawberry Blast Rice Bran, and even peanut butter and jelly rice bran feed. Everything you need is at the Atala County Co-op.
The everything you need store. Atala County Co-op. Atala County Co-op.
Looking for adventure or just cruising the city? Central Tire Service is your go-to pit stop. Equipped with premium brands like Kenda and Goodyear, we ensure your tires align with your lifestyle. Visit us on Veterans Memorial Drive and let's get your journey rolling again. Don't pause your adventure. Gear up at Central Tire Service and drive confidently into life's moments. Central Tire, where your journey continues.
Have you been putting off coming to the dentist lately? Hello, I'm Dr. Adam Middleton from Autumn Ridge Dental in Kosciusko. We are treating patients with a mindset we have always held, that proper, regular, preventive care can help keep your mouth healthy and functioning properly. We want all our patients to have a smile they can be proud of. Please call us at 662-289-7076 for an appointment. Come see us and we will give you something to smile about.
Hi there, mate. Joey Roo here. Introducing our brand new Roo Wing Station. Now open at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial Drive in Kosciusko. Choose from 8 bold flavours: teriyaki, lemon pepper, Parmesan garlic, barbecue, buffalo, sweet red chili pepper, mango habanero, and honey hot. Satisfy your cravings every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't miss out. Bring your friends, taste them all, and discover your new favourite flavour at Roo Wing Station at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial in Kosciusko.
Hello, I'm Mandy Hudgens, and it's my privilege to serve our customers at Citizens National Bank. Being part of a bank with more than 137 years of history means standing on a foundation of strength, stability, and trust. We've been through it all, and we're still here, committed to helping you reach your goals. As a local community bank, we make decisions right here at home with your goals and your success in mind. And when you walk through our doors, you'll see friendly faces who take the time to understand what truly matters to you. If you're looking for a bank you can count on, one that knows your community and puts your needs first, we're ready to earn your trust, like we've done for generations. Citizens National Bank, strong, stable, and locally owned since 1888.
There's power in caring, power in community. That's the power of local. Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Boswell Media Sports.
It's the Citizens National Bank halftime report at the intermission. It's all Kosciusko. 22-0. Breck Riley, Jeremy Tillman with you here from the Boswell Media Sports mobile studio in the top row of the bleachers. We got Jeffrey off to our right, handling things on the computer. Hayes still up there in the pit house, just having a good time, in there where the wind's not blowing, and he's just in there in the heat.
Yeah, he's probably eating chicken
like
wings
I said,
right now.
I think they brought him some of that Delta barbecue. I mean, Hayes is just having it. We gave him the inside tonight, so we're out here in the elements. But we'll turn it over to Jeremy Tillman for a first half recap. Jeremy, not a lot of points on the board, but the Whippets got out to a quick start.
Yeah, 17 seconds in, the Whippets was able to get 6 points on the board on a scoop and score. And so the first score came on Rashad Harrington being able to pick up Yazoo City's first play from scrimmage. And he took it in for the score, and Braden Ray kicked the extra point. Made it 7-0 at the 11:43 mark in the first quarter, and that was the only points that was scored in the first quarter. And so we ended the first quarter at 7-0, and then stepping off into the second quarter, a couple of plays into the second quarter, Jackson Schuler ran it in from 15 yards out. And the PAT raised. PAT was good, make it 14-0 at that point. And then the final score of the first half came at the 4:26 mark on a 12-yard C.J. Sandifer run, and then the PAT at that point was blocked, and that's what took it to 20-0, and that's where we stand right now.
Yeah, and if you're running on 20-0, you don't get quite as many possessions with a team like Yazoo City because they run the ball so much. What have they thrown? 4 passes?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
they've completed one. That was it. And I think
they threw one other one in the first quarter, the same play that they completed in the second quarter, and then they tried 3. They attempted 3 passes and completed 1.
Yeah, so you don't get to, the clock runs a lot. So not often you see a half where Caden Wade doesn't have a touchdown pass, right? But the Whippets, they just really hasn't had to do too much because, they've been able to dominate here. And defensively, the Whippets once again have been dominating, and Yazoo City's only been able to pick up a couple of first downs. Just sort of an odd offense that they run, the old, as we called it, the Pop Warner offense, like you play with your buddies in the backyard. You get 3 guys in front and 2 guys in the backfield and say, hey, block, I'm running. And that's kind of what we've seen here out of this Yazoo City squad this evening. As the night rolls on here from Yazoo City, we're going to take a look at the Kosciusko Big Red Band. Of course, they're not performing here because it's just the pep band, or we like to term Simply Red. But tomorrow they are going to be on the road going to Pearl to compete in the MHSAA Marching Championship. So this is the band's version of a state championship. They're going to be competing tomorrow, and I believe they bumped the time up to noon because it's supposed to rain a little bit in the Jackson area tomorrow. So the performance tomorrow is at noon, but around 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock, 8:15, the band boosters and the parents and everyone are inviting you out to the high school to line the field, or I should say line the parking lot, and send the band off. Wave to them and give you some signs or whatever. Just kind of send them off and wish them well. But as I said, that is around 8 or 8:15 in the morning as the Kosciusko Big Red Band goes to perform at Pearl for the state marching championships. And so we definitely want to wish good luck to band director Jesse Yates and everyone there in the Kosciusko Big Red Band. Simply Red set up, right over here next to us. If you're listening to the broadcast, you can tell that we're pretty close to the band. And I said, the old drummer in me might just hang up the headset and swap places. Let one of the drummers come up here and do the commentary, and I'll go down there and play some drums for the Big Red Band. But we're going to step aside for another break. When we come back, we'll have our second half preview. Kosciusko leads at 20-0 here at halftime from Yazoo City.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
This is Allison Schuler, Chief Nursing Officer at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala. Are you tired of traveling for cancer treatments? Now you don't have to. The new Cancer Treatment Center at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala is now open, offering expert oncology care, infusions, and support services right here in Kosciusko. That means less time on the road and more time where it matters most, with your loved ones. Call 662-289-9893 today to learn more or ask your doctor about receiving treatment close to home.
Boswell Media
When an
Sports.
electrical shortage in your office causes extensive smoke and water damage, or that musty odor indicates you might have a mold problem, you need a lot more than just help cleaning up. That's why Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood is where you turn when disaster strikes. We offer all the cleanup and construction services to take your home or business from post-disaster to as good as new as soon as possible. So no matter what happens, there's just one call you need to make. Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood to see how they can help you get back to like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Football season is back.
Whippets hold them out of the end zone.
Friday nights will be packed with hard hits and tough plays. And at Reliant Physical Therapy, we're here to help you bounce back stronger. Whether you're a Whippet on the field or a fan in the stands, our expert team delivers results you can feel. From shoulders and elbows to backs, hips, knees, and ankles, our therapists treat the whole body with care and precision. No referral needed. Call today or visit ReliantPT.com to get started.
Big play by the Whippet defense.
Looking for adventure or just cruising the city? Central Tire Service is your go-to pit stop. Equipped with premium brands like Kenda and Goodyear, we ensure your tires align with your lifestyle. Visit us on Veterans Memorial Drive and let's get your journey rolling again. Don't pause your adventure. Gear up at Central Tire Service and drive confidently into life's moments. Central Tire, where your journey continues.
Craving the simple goodness of farm-fresh dairy? Discover the difference with Prairie Farms Dairy. Proudly farmer-owned, always fresh. From milk to ice cream, butter to irresistible frozen treats, Every product comes straight from our family to yours. Experience the taste of real farm fresh quality in every bite and sip. Look for the Prairie Farms brand at your local grocery store. Prairie Farms Dairy.
Have you been putting
farm
off coming
fresh
to the
goodness.
dentist lately? Hello, I'm Dr. Adam Middleton from Autumn Ridge Dental in Kosciusko. We are treating patients with a mindset we have always held, that proper, regular, preventive care can help keep your mouth healthy and functioning properly. We want all our patients to have a smile they can be proud of. Please call us at 662-289-7076 for an appointment. Come see us and we will give you something to smile about.
Come on home to Allen's Furniture and Appliance. Come on home. Come on home.
Pop the confetti. Allen's Furniture is celebrating 59 amazing years. Join the celebration at either our Kosciusko or Durant locations and register for your chance to win a big screen TV, a stylish area rug of your choice, or a jumbo beanbag, perfect for family movie nights. It's our way of saying thank you for decades of support. Discover new styles, the best prices, and maybe walk away a winner.
Come on home.
Boswell Media Sports.
Well, the halftime clock says there's only 20 seconds left, but there's no team on the field. Yazoo City taking the time coming back out. Now the Whippets are coming back out. Of course, it's not unheard of for them to put, an extra 3 minutes back on the clock or something like that. But the Whippets will receive the opening kickoff of the second half. Kosciusko in a 20-0 lead as that does wrap up our Citizens National Bank halftime report. It is time for the Angel Albin McDonald State Farm countdown to kickoff. Kosciusko looking to secure a home playoff game for the first time since 2015. We're in the Mississippi Delta, Jeremy, when we hear that train horn.
That's right.
That train horn.
That and this wind is kicking.
Yeah, the wind has stirred up. If you're just now tuning in, we are in the top row of the bleachers, except for Hayes in the presidential suite, right? I think, was it President Trump is making the ballroom in the White House? I think that's where Hayes is right now, in the ballroom of the press box there, and the rest of us are out here freezing on the top row of the bleachers. But yeah, we hear the train coming. We saw it earlier when we crossed the tracks. We saw the tracks earlier, and we looked down the tracks, and here comes the train. Like there was no ding ding. There was no cross tie. There was no nothing. We just crossed the train tracks, and look, here comes the train. Thankfully, we were, a long way away from it. But yeah, you got to watch these trains over in the Mississippi Delta. So it is a windy night as the Whippets come back out onto the field, trying to, as we said, secure a home playoff game for the first time since 2015. You remember what was going on back in 2015? I remember that. That was my first year doing play-by-play for Kosciusko. I had done color commentary for a few years, but that's my first year doing play-by-play. Kosciusko had a couple of, maybe one or two home games in that postseason, and they ended up losing to Greenwood on the road in 2015 in that third round of the postseason. So Whippets looking to get back home and maybe a possible showdown with Ripley and Roosevelt, as Ripley and Roosevelt, the winner of that ball game, most likely comes to Kosciusko. Of course, some things can happen mathematically, but if everything plays out how it should, that is what it looks like. And last update we had was that it was Ripley up 7-0 in that ball game. So we'll wait and see what happens there. But Jeremy, Kosciusko, well, you got a 20-0 lead, but you didn't think they looked too sharp in the first half. Maybe, some of that is what Yazoo City does, right? Just to their offense. But, yeah, Kosciusko's offense didn't move the ball as well as you thought they might.
Yeah, like you said, it just wasn't as crisp, I guess, the first half is what we've seen. But they haven't seen, really seen a team like this that runs some of the stuff. And you may see them line up one way one series, and, hey, they may turn around the next series and run something different. Hey, it may be that from, first down they may run this, second down they may run that. So being able to adjust to some things, and then like you said, just their style of offense just kind of has thrown Kosciusko's rhythm off a little bit. But, hey, do have that 20-point lead, and that is a good thing. And Kosciusko gets the football going back out here in the second half.
And I did just get an update. 24-7. Roosevelt leads it there at halftime. So Michael Harrison, the voice of the Ripley Tigers, coming in for the update there. So we'll continue to follow that one for you. But that does indeed put a wrap here on the countdown to kickoff. And we'll get back. Whippets will, as we said, open the kickoff. And I'm not sure who handles the kickoffs for Yazoo City, as they have not kicked off yet. It's been Effinger who handles the punt, and it looks like he is kind of lining up right there in the middle. So it looks like it could be him. Whippets will send, looks like C.J. Sandifer and Jabry Pierce will go back deep. Got a couple of fun trivia questions for you if you stick around here in the second half, if we don't get blown away.
Yeah, I think the temperature dropped 10 degrees in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, wind's kicking over here in the Delta. And it's just a flat, I don't want to say it looks like a prison, but like it's just a flat land between us and the field. I mean, in the road, it's just flat land. I mean, there's nothing there. It's Mississippi Delta. And it kind of looks like you think outside of a prison, you know, because they leave the land flat so that nobody can sneak up on the prison. That's what it looks like over here to behind us. And that's why there's nothing cutting that wind. It's coming right from our backs. And then, he's going to go with the watermelon kick.
Sure is.
Yeah, if you're familiar with the terminology there, there's no tee. The ball is just sideways in the backyard. We just called that the watermelon. So it looks like Effinger is going to do it that way, and it rolls right on the ground. It'll be scooped up by Jabry Pierce, and he runs right up the middle, bounces it outside, crosses the 50, gets into Yazoo territory, and it'll be pulled down right around the 42-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to set up good field position right here.
Well, maybe Coach McBride go get Jabry Pierce to take some ground balls out at shortstop.
Come on, he sure
because that's what it
was able to get that up in there, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's all it was right there.
He stayed down on it. Good form.
Yeah, it just rolled right across the top and then rolled right up into the arms of Jabry Pierce, a multi-sport athlete, right? You know, he's the basketball player. Whippets get him to come out for football. Maybe he goes out for baseball too. Who knows? The Whippet offense will come out 1st and 10 from the Yazoo City 41-yard line. Caden Wade hands off to C.J. Sandifer. Sandifer runs off right tackle, 4, maybe 5 yards on first down. Yeah, we'll call it about 5. Third quarters for Whippets football are brought to you by Chris Coleman, Alpha Insurance. Actually, they give him 6 yards, so maybe in the area of 2nd and 4. Jabry Pierce, Jackson Schuler come to the wide to the right. William Rankin lined up as an H-back. Another handoff goes to Sandifer, bounces it outside. He is down the sideline, and he'll be pushed out of bounds. I think there's a flag on that far sideline.
Yeah, you'd think it's probably going to be a hold right here.
Yeah, that's kind of been the call most of the night. It is indeed going to be a hold against Kosciusko. The good news for the Whippets is if they mark it off from the spot, it should still end up being 2nd and about, 3 or 4. They're actually going to gain a yard. Yeah, so they gained about a yard, maybe 2. So it's going to be 2nd down because the hold happened way down the field. This is a spot foul. So 2nd down and around 3 for the Whippets. 2-by-2 set. Caden Wade pump fakes. Now he's going to go long, aiming for Jabry Pierce. Pierce goes up. Does he make the catch?
I believe he's going to, yep.
He is inbounds for the touchdown. Highlight reel catch for Jabry Pierce right at the pylon. Great play. Well, we were just talking about Jabry Pierce, right? Playing baseball, playing basketball, playing football.
Man, he showed a little baseball skill to start this thing off, and now he showed a little basketball skill getting up and
going up and getting it there. Touchdowns brought to you by Baptist Atala. Braden Ray's kick Splits the uprights good. Kosciusko, 27-0, 10:37 to go in the third quarter. Back in 60 seconds here on Boswell Media Sports.
Have you been putting off coming to
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity and employer.
Hi there, mate. Joey Roo here. Introducing our brand new Roo Wing Station. Now open at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial Drive in Kosciusko. Choose from 8 bold flavours: teriyaki, lemon pepper, Parmesan garlic, barbecue, buffalo, sweet red chili pepper, mango habanero, and honey hot. Satisfy your cravings every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't miss out. Bring your friends, taste them all, and discover your new favourite flavour at Roo Wing Station at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial in Kosciusko.
Boswell Media Sports.
Braden Ray almost gets another kickoff, a free kick for the Whippets, as J.T. Herron was about a half a step too late getting there to recover the free kick. Yazoo City jumped on it at their own 39-yard line. Kosciusko with the lead, 26-0. 10.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Boy, Braden, they got it last week. Last week, Braden Ray got that little pooch kick, and the Whippets went out there and jumped on it. It looks like it's going to be McGee back in as the running back. He'll send Taylor in motion, fake it to him. It's a keeper around the right side, bounces it outside, cuts it back in, and he'll have a first down. It's about 15 yards on first down. Finally tackled out there by, I think, Zay Riley and Rowdy Roan. But a good job there. As we have said, they have some athletes. They have some quick players and just an odd, sort of an odd offense. Traditionally, you'd think with the speed that they have, they'd want to spread you out. But Coach going with that old school single wing style football. There's another give to the running back. This time he's dropped in the backfield. Loss on the play. On the tackle for the Whippets, the big Travion Nash with the tackle for loss. Second down 2. Loss of 2. Second down 12. Ball resting on the right hash at the Kosciusko 46-yard line as the Indians are moving it right to left. This time it's going to be Marquez Taylor as the running back. Low snap. He'll take it and run around to the right side. The Whippets are there again. Leading the defense, Rokari Covington and Rowdy Roan. Roan's having himself a good night. J.T. Herron is going to get a break. And you're going to see, I believe, Zay Riley win back into the ball game. So third down, 13 yards to go.
Yeah, I want to watch that fake and come over the tie. We used to kind of call it a old tight end dump pass. But
yeah, snowbird in basketball. Third down and long. McGee's going to motion. They'll hand it to Taylor. He runs into the arms of Braden McNeil. Not somebody you want to run into. So Braden McNeil with the tackle. And that makes it, they lost about a yard. So fourth down, around 13, 14 yards to go. Kosciusko with the lead, 27-0. Opening drive of the second half. Kosciusko connected with a touchdown pass from Caden Wade to Jabry Pierce. As Yazoo City's going to have to hurry. They're not going to get the playoff unless
they're not going to get it all.
I think Coach Washington took a timeout. He did, but we'll stay right here. 7:38 to go. Timeouts for Whippets football are presented by Reliant Physical Therapy. I'm going to need some Reliant Physical Therapy sitting on these bleachers. Top row of these bleachers all night. But we'll give you a trivia question here while we have a little bit of time. Trying to bring one of those up. My papers keep flying away. All this wind that we got, all of our papers are just flying away. So, here, I'm going to give you a trivia question. This 2009 graduate of Yazoo City High School went on to play professional football, where he was a first-team All-Pro, 3-time second-team All-Pro, 6 times he made the Pro Bowl, was on the NFL's 2010s All-Decade team, and then in college he was a first-team All-American and a first-team All-SEC. He was also a Super Bowl champion. So it was a 2009 graduate of Yazoo City High School. Think on that, and we'll give you the answer after this 4th down and long. Marquez Taylor is going to throw. Whippets are coming after him, and it's Rowdy Roan with the sack. Loss of 7 yards. Rowdy Roan gets to him. Yeah, Whippets. I think the Whippets knew the pass was coming, Jeremy, but they still wanted to bring the house.
Yeah.
And they did. Good job there by Rowdy Roan to get that sack. So Kosciusko will take over on offense. 1st and 10, ball on the right hash at the Yazoo City 46-yard line. 7.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Jack Vance in the ball game as an H-back. Give to C.J. Sandifer running left following his blocks. Lowers his shoulder. Be close to a 1st down.
They had already blown the whistle.
And then now
they're going to throw the flag.
Yeah, we get a couple of flags come out after that as C.J. Sandifer, they had stopped his forward progress, and somebody got a little too aggressive on the tackle. And, a lot of times, Jeremy, they'll let you keep going, even, if you just keep pushing or whatever. But that time there was a little extra at the end of the play. Sort of kind of slung him down.
Yeah, that's what they did. They just went ahead and took him to the ground.
Yeah. So, we've seen it where C.J. Sandifer didn't go down. They blow the whistle, and they let you push for a little bit because obviously, you're still in game mode, and then they break you apart. Well, they were trying to break everybody apart. A little bit of an extra throwdown there. But then it's going to be a 1st down for Kosciusko. 8 yards on the run, so add 15 to it. What's that, about 23-yard pickup? Mm-hmm. Not great at math. But Kosciusko up, ready to go. 3 receivers wide to the right. How about the Emery and Henry offense? Trace Reagan's out here. Throw it to L.D. McBride down the sideline. Breaks 1 tackle, breaks another tackle, spins forward around 8 yards on 1st down. I love it when I get to break out the Emery and Henry. But the answer to the trivia question is Fletcher Cox. If you didn't know that, we said his name early a lot. Fletcher Cox Stadium here in Yazoo City. He won the Super Bowl with the Eagles. Played his whole career with the Eagles. Didn't go anywhere else. 2012 to 2023. Played at Mississippi State. So Fletcher Cox, graduate here of Yazoo City High School. Handoff goes to C.J. Sandifer. He runs it right, lowers the boom. Did he get in? He got in. Touchdown. C.J. Sandifer, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night.
I don't know where. Do you know where he was where he was at when the ball was spotted? I don't know.
It was around the 12, I think.
Okay.
I can't see anything. I don't. It is 20. Oh, no. The scoreboard says 27-6. They gave it to the wrong side. Should be 33-0. Kosciusko going to go for 2 to try to make up for it. They throw it. It's tipped and incomplete. So it will remain 33-0 with 6:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. It's all Kosciusko here from the Delta. Back in 60 seconds here on Boswell Media Sports.
Premier Medical Group in Kosciusko is proud to welcome Dr. Jenny Kate Miles and Dr. Helen Turner to their team. Whether you need a checkup, ongoing care, or a trusted provider for your family, Dr. Miles and Dr. Turner are taking new patients. Schedule your appointment today. Call Premier Medical Group at 662-289-1800.
Premier Medical Group, PMG. Good health is our priority.
Imagine a gym that never sleeps, just like your fitness goals. Holmes Healthplex is open 24/7, giving you the freedom to work out on your schedule, not hours. Wave goodbye to those pesky joining fees, and hello to unlimited access to cardio machines, weights, and group classes like Pilates and spin, all included in your membership. Find us on Highway 12, where your fitness journey awaits around the clock at Holmes Healthplex.
Boswell Media Sport.
Kosciusko in the lead, 33-0. Braden Ray lining up to kick it away for the Whippets from left to right. Little squibber down the middle of the field. Goes off of a Indian defender. Ball still being fumbled around, and Marquez Taylor will eventually get it and run forward. He'll be tackled by a couple of Whippets. Leading the charge is going to be Nick Suddeth. Also, I believe that new player in the ball game is going to be Thad Coates. So the clock is still running. So maybe they did decide to do a running clock here. Normally it would be 35 points. I think that's why Kosciusko went for 2, but now it stopped. So, asleep at the wheel. They're at the clock position in the press box. Low snap. Tobias McGee's going to get it and run out to the right into a host of Whippets. A lot of white jerseys out there, credited with the tackle. So, yeah, normally a 35-point lead would be a running clock situation, but the way that clock's been going, I really couldn't tell you because it ran for a little bit after the kickoff, and then it stopped right before. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know if anybody knows. It's all confusing. But 2nd and 10 for the Yazoo City Indians from right around their own 27-yard line. Ball is on the left hash. Marquez Taylor takes a low snap. Will give off to his running back, Dion Johnson. Once again, Rowdy Roan is there to trip him up. Mylan Johnson, Nick Suddeth, come over there to finish him off, along with Ricari Covington and LaMarcus Riley.
Yeah, that's a good job right there, just swarming to the football. That's what you want to see out of your defense.
No, the ball. I thought the ball was the flag for a second there. But it is going to be a loss of about 2, maybe 3 yards. So 3rd down and long for this Yazoo City offense. Marquez Taylor, Dion Johnson, the two in the backfield. I'm not sure which one is playing quarterback right now. It's going to be Taylor. He's going to roll out to his right like he wants to throw. Throws it up in the air. Is that picked off? No. Zay Riley had a bead on it. Jumped up at the last second, high pointing the ball, but not able to control it to the ground. And it's going to be 4th down and long for Yazoo City. I'll tell you what I have not seen. Yeah, I think he is in street clothes. Keith Lake. He's in street clothes over there. You know, he came off the field in the first quarter, but I didn't see him. Doesn't look like he's, he's up walking around. So looks like whatever it is his ailment was, maybe they just didn't want to trot him out there anymore. But, yeah, he seems to be okay. But, yeah, he's in his street clothes right here. As it's going to be delay of game, or they're just not going to call it. Now they call it. I think Yazoo City was waiting for the call, too. They could have snapped it a bunch. But Yazoo City was waiting because it was like 2 seconds by the time he dropped back. Now there's a little pushing and shoving going on. I think cooler heads are trying to prevail. Yeah, Effinger is trying to get somebody off the field. He is sending somebody, the punter is saying, get this guy off the field. Walked him to the sideline. So I don't know what was going on out there, but kudos to the punter, Effinger, for being the cooler head for Yazoo City. And is there a timeout? Couldn't tell you. Anyway, 33. Yeah. It's 33-0 Kosciusko over Yazoo City right now with 4:39 to go in the third quarter. And now I didn't ever see a timeout get
I never
taken.
did see one either.
Unless the officials took a timeout, sending, teams to the side, as they will do if there's some, some words being said. They'll send everybody to the sideline for that. So not 100% sure what that timeout is. I'm not sure if the guys in stripes are 100% sure what that.
I don't think anybody took a timeout. I think they just sent them to the sidelines to regroup.
Yeah, because I've never seen the kicking team turn and want the delay of game. That's what Yazoo City was. Effinger was, he's the punter. He looked and he held his hands up like, is it not delay a game? Is it not delay a game? So Whippets will send a return man back. So a couple of times tonight, it's just been punt safe. High snap. Whippets kind of call the dogs off there. Hits and takes a good Yazoo City bounce. Pierce picks it up right around the 50-yard line. Once again, played it off a good hop.
Yeah, he did.
He bobbled it a little bit, but stuck with it. But it will be Whippets football right around midfield. I think the ball will technically be in the 49-yard line of Yazoo City. Kosciusko send the offense back out. 4:28 to go, so the clock is not running yet. A 2-by-2 set. Rankin lined up as a H back to the right. Schuler in the slot to the right. Handoff. C.J. Sandifer runs right, cuts up at the hash marks, has a first down. About 15, maybe even a little bit more for the Serve Pro first down. Clock stops momentarily on the change of moving the chains forward. L.D. McBride going to come in. Jabry Pierce will get a breather. Clock will be under 4 minutes when the Whippets snap it here. They'll send two receivers to the left, single receiver right is Pierce. Low snap, give us to C.J. Sandifer. Picking them up and putting them down right up the hash marks. 6 yards on first down. Pushing and shoving going on a little bit after the play. Still there comes a flag after the play, but it was somebody took somebody's towel, right? And you got to go get it back. So that was kind of the whole thing there. And the coaches are letting the Kosciusko guilty party hear about it. Clock stops at 3:31. But it is a timeout for Kosciusko. But the unsportsmanlike conduct goes against Yazoo City. So, as I said, it was somebody stole the flag of one of the Whippet players, and he was going to try to get it back from him, and then, pushing and shoving. And coaches call a timeout, And this is what you do if you're Kosciusko. You're going to win this game. 3:31 to go. And at this point, you don't need anybody getting hurt. You don't need anybody getting, throwing punches and getting, suspended and getting, kicked out of ball games so that you can't play next week or something like that. That's not what you need here if you're Kosciusko. So that's why Coach Orr took the timeout. Let everybody.
That's a good timeout here just to reset.
Yeah, let everybody.
Remind them.
Yeah, let everybody calm down. You don't need pushing and shoving. You don't need anything like that. So let cooler heads prevail. And as I said, make sure that nobody loses some eligibility for a half next week or whatever it might be. Next week, Whippets are going to be on a Thursday night. So a Thursday night kickoff. They'll be back over in the Delta, just up north a little bit, up towards Greenwood against Amanda Elzy. They move the two tight ends from the left to the right. Sweeping it to the right with C.J. Sandifer. Runs around the edge untouched for his third touchdown run of the evening. Touchdowns presented by Baptist Atala. That'll make it 39-0, and now the clock is going to keep running. C.J. Sandford, the big night. Well, that one just opened up, too. I mean, he went around the right side. You know, the Whippets moved Rankin and Schuler from the left to the right, and you could tell they were just going to sweep it all the way to the right. And he was able to get in there. Braden Ray's kick is a little bit low, and he takes a shot after the play. The PAT is good. There is a flag, but I don't think the flag is going to be on a roughing the kicker because it came in before that. The Whippets seem to think it's going to go against Yazoo City. We should note there, Eli Cade was on the snap, and on the hold, is that Horn, right?
Yeah, Horn.
Yeah, Braxton Horn.
Braxton Horn.
Yeah. So when they get those young guys, get their names in. Of course, we might see a few other younger guys in with the 40-0 lead for Kosciusko. So Kosciusko is going to kick it off from the 50? No, from the 45, looks like. And so whatever the penalty was, they put it on the kickoff. So Kosciusko will kick it off. Now, traditionally, you think at this juncture, when you have a kickoff like this, you go for an onside kick, but not up 40-0. I don't think the Whippets would care about going for an onside kick. But Braden Ray's kick, I'm not going to say all of Braden Ray's kicks are onside kicks. They're just, they might as well be because the Whippets, they do a good job of getting down there and trying to get on the ball. Braden Ray will boot this one away. It sends Taylor back to around the 5-yard line. Marquez Taylor, and he'll run up the hash marks. He'll be tackled. Then he gets across the 20-yard line. I think it was it J.D. Cummins? I think it was J.D. Yeah.
Yep, it was.
J.D. Cummins on the tackle for the Whippets. And unless they hurry, they're not going to get a playoff here in the third quarter. With that running clock scenario. So the clock keeps ticking down.
The officials look like they're gathered up,
three
of them.
I think they're gathered. Maybe they're trying to make it not have a play. Yeah, they won't have to snap it if they don't want to. Because there's 10 seconds difference between the two clocks. But Tobias McGee is going to go ahead and snap the ball. It's a little bit low, but he'll take it and run off to his right, and he'll just go out of bounds. I think Mylan Johnson was the closest one there, and that is the final play of the third quarter. We'll step aside for a break. It's all Whippets from the Delta, 40-0.
When an electrical shortage in your office causes extensive smoke and water damage, or that musty odor indicates you might have a mold problem, you need a lot more than just help cleaning up. That's why Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood is where you turn when disaster strikes. We offer all the cleanup and construction services to take your home or business from post-disaster to as good as new as soon as possible. So no matter what happens, there's just one call you need to make. Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood to see how they can help you get back to like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Your pharmacist is more than someone who fills your prescriptions. Your pharmacist helps you understand what medications you're taking. Your pharmacist makes sure your insurance is filed correctly. And your pharmacist answers any other questions you may have regarding your medications.
Hi, I'm Rob Pickle, registered pharmacist and owner of Pickle's Drugstore. It is my goal to give you the personal attention you need to improve your health and well-being. My staff and I are here to serve you.
Pickle's Drugstore, your hometown pharmacy, on the east side of the square in Kosciusko.
Boswell Media Sports.
Fourth quarters for Whippets football are brought to you by Kangaroo Crossing. Kosciusko 40-0 as we get ready for the final 12 minutes from the Mississippi Delta. Brent Riley, Jeremy Tillman here with you from the top row of the bleachers, where I believe the temperature has dropped 15 degrees. The cheerleaders got Letterman jackets. We didn't get the memo. Should have brought mine. Mine didn't fit anymore. Low snap. Tobias McGee's going to take it and run to his right and just slide down. He goes down and he loses another yard, so 3rd down and 12. Martavian Miller going to check in. Marlon Johnson comes out. Yeah, my Letterman jacket, it's 20 years old, right? Mine doesn't fit. I mean, I can get in it, but it kind of looks like Chris Farley. The Chris Farley skit.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of looks like that. So I've got my Letterman jacket. It's in my podcast studio, but it would be nice. There's this little thing that I have that's not cutting any wind. Tobias McGee will run it himself. He runs left. He'll be double-teamed, maybe even triple-teamed by a number of Whippets. Nick Sudeth also out there on the tackle. Big Anthony Harris. So 4th down and long. Probably see the punt team come out for Yazoo City. But another trivia question for you. As Effinger is going to stand back around the 10-yard line. Once again, nobody goes back for the Whippets. There's a famous comedian from Mississippi. He's not from here, but he spent his remaining years here. He kind of claimed it as his home here in Yazoo City. As we have a delay of game call against the Yazoo City Indians. But he's a famous Mississippi comedian. He claims South Mississippi. You probably know Route 4, Liberty, Mississippi is where he's originally from. But as I said, in his later years, he was very famous over here in Yazoo City. So think on that for a minute. And that's another one of our trivia questions this evening. As now we have a whistle and another flag. Illegal substitution. Too many guys in the huddle. Too many guys on the field. So that's 12 men on the field. So Yazoo City will keep going backwards. Nowhere to go if you're Yazoo City. Now Effinger's going to step back inside his own end zone for trying to kick this one away. Boy, Whippet special teams that come up big here. They're able to get a block, but Whippets are standing up. I'm not sure they're going to come after this one. As Effinger calls for the ball, Whippets will not come after it. It's a good kick. Hits at the 40-yard line and bounces backwards. Takes a great Whippet bounce at the 40, back to the 35, and then eventually rolled dead at the 33-yard line. But the answer to our trivia question is Jerry Clower. I'm sure you know Jerry Clower, as we got a number of new guys coming into the ball game. Let's make sure we get all of these names mentioned. Looks like Jackson Schuler is going to run quarterback. Terrell Tolliver will be your running back. Talked to Terrell today. The pregame meal. Told him I went to school with his daddy. Graduated with him. I didn't give him all the stories about Malcolm. We can't do that. We got a few other guys in. And Terrell Tolliver's going to get the call. He'll run around the left side. Get maybe a yard. Also in the ball game, Jack Vance. You're going to have Aiden Adams. I believe, is that Kenyon Weatherby? That is going to be Kenyon Weatherby. You have Caden Thrash along that offensive line. Also big Charlie Lang. Handoff goes to Terrell Tolliver. Runs around the right side. Here comes a flag in. He'll cut it back in at the numbers. Another flag comes in. A couple of flags here. Get a few more names. As the Whippets are walking backwards. Going to be a hold against the Whippets. Zaylin Allen in the ball game. Already said Caden Thrash, Charlie Lang. Is that Jaden Stewart in along that? Yeah, I think he's playing center.
Yeah, I think he is.
Well, or maybe right, maybe left guard. Schuler with the handoff to Terrell Tolliver. Good move by Tolliver at the hash marks. Keeps going. Terrell Tolliver into the open field to be dragged down from behind at about the 12-yard line.
Yeah, good run right there by Tolliver. He was able to just cut back quick and find a seam and got in there and was able to pick up the first down. Good run.
He earned it too because Demarion Sherman made the tackle. And Sherman, they say goes 6 foot 260. And every bit of that 260 landed on Terrell Tolliver, but he's all right. And the Tolliver line up to the right of his quarterback at the Serve Pro, first down. Another give to Tolliver, sweeping it to the left side, and Yazoo City's there to make the stop. I'll tell you, another big game tomorrow. Of course, you know about Ole Miss and Oklahoma, 11 o'clock kickoff. That's a big one from Norman, Oklahoma. And a big one, homecoming in Starkville, Mississippi State and Texas playing. That's an afternoon kickoff. And the big one is Missouri taking on Vanderbilt there in Nashville. Schuler hands off to Tolliver, runs forward right up the middle and into the end zone for a touchdown for Terrell Tolliver. Touchdowns brought to you by Baptist Atala. Good job there by the younger guys coming in and getting a score. Makes it 46-0, and Kosciusko going to leave the offense out there. Want to go for two. Two receivers to the right, single receiver lined up left. Be another give to Tolliver, and he won't quite make it in. Stop the yard short. But the Whippets lead it 46-0 with 5 minutes to go. Speaking of Mississippi State and Texas, I talked to Jeremiah Winter. He's going to be at the ball game. Yeah, that's when we were giving at the pregame meal there at the church. I said, "Aren't you going to Starkville tomorrow?" He said he was. I don't know if it's a visit or what, but he said he was going to be there for the game tomorrow. So Jeremiah Winter's the guy. He's got, and I think every junior college just about had maybe, if not all of them, all but one have offered the big Jeremiah Winter as a scholarship. So that's good to see. But another one that we wanted to talk about was Missouri and Vanderbilt. That's a good game. And, of course, Whippets got some rooting interest in that. Former Whippet Jacob Peeler is the wide receivers coach for the University of Missouri. And they are in Nashville. I got to talk to Jacob a little bit earlier this afternoon. And he said that Vandy is playing at a level that he's never seen before. And coming off that huge win over LSU, he said exciting opportunity. Of course, College game day is there. So, I mean, all eyes are on Mizzou and all eyes are on Vanderbilt. So, as I said, Jacob Peeler would have been a senior when I was a freshman. He would have been a 2002 graduate of Kosciusko. So he's got a big game tomorrow. Appreciate him talking to me before the ball game. I sent him the link. I don't know if they're watching up there in the hotel in Nashville as the Braden Ray's free kick goes out of bounds, and then there'll be a flag on the play. But yeah, I said, I'm not sure the Missouri coaching staff is watching Kosciusko versus Yazoo City, but maybe they are. I think they got Diego Pavia to worry about tomorrow. They may be watching some Vanderbilt film. I'd be worried about Diego Pavia too for Vandy. He's got the Commodores rolling like Lionel Richie. I mean, he is good. So Kosciusko going to re-kick? No. We're going to send the defense out. And I think they're maybe just delaying it a little bit right here. So we'll get you some of these younger guys' names that are going to be in there. Anthony Harris, see him. Also LaKendrick Williams along defensive end, going to be in there. Taking a look at Cam Winters, Zay Allen, Nick Williams, also Jeremiah Talley, J.D. Cummins across that front line. Get all these young guys' names in. Of course, these are future Whippets, right? You're going to be hearing a number of these guys next year. The Kendrick Winters in the ball game. And Kosciusko takes a timeout. Leading at 46-0 with 2:10 left. And you might be wondering why you take a timeout like this, but it's a teaching opportunity.
Yeah, and I think he's trying to get all of his guys squared away. with the different subs in.
Yeah, and you were a coach, Jeremy. As I said, these are the future Whippets, and these are good opportunities for them because, when you get in, you want to make the most of it, and you want them to know what to do, because all these guys are just one injury away from having to be in there. So you want to make sure that they know what they're doing, even when it's 46-0, right? You want to make sure that these guys, when they do get under the lights in a big ball game, if they have to come in, then they're good to go. But 2:08 remaining, and actually they go ahead and start the clock even out of the timeout. Marquez Taylor keeps it himself, and he'll run around the right, cuts it back in at the hash marks, and he'll be taken down at the 45-yard line. Finally getting him down was Nick Williams. Pretty nifty move there by Marquez Taylor. But as you said, this is very, very important for these younger guys. Well, we got talking about these younger Whippets right here on the field as we get a sub coming in. Going to be Marcus McClendon, defensive back, going to go on the far sideline. But a few even younger Whippets, like the 5- and 6-year-olds, 9- and 10-year-olds, 11- and 12-year-old little Whippets. They're going to be playing the Winston County Chiefs in Winona tomorrow to see who's going to go play for the Super Bowl, as there's a pass that's completed from Marquez Taylor to Tobias McGee around the left side. It's going to net a first down, I believe. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. They're trying to get to.
I think it's not a first down.
No, it's not.
9 yards. But, yeah, so good luck to the Little Whippets. Kosciusko Little Whippets. As I said, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12 is playing Winston County Chiefs. So he's going to play in the Super Bowl. That game's going to be tomorrow in Winona. As there's a running play, which will probably be the final play of the ball game. There's a lot of folks getting up and ready to head to the exits. Yazoo City can snap it one more time if they choose to, and they are going to line up to try to go for one more play with Marquez Taylor as the quarterback. He keeps it, runs around the left end, and he'll be run out of bounds as the time expires in the ball game, and Kosciusko gets the win, 46-0. We'll step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here on the Premier Medical Post-Game Show.
Gear up for deer season at the Atala County Co-op. Pick from top brands like Moultrie and Boss Buck gravity feeders, plus irresistible attractants. Mobucks, Buck Duo, Strawberry Blast Rice Bran, and even peanut butter and jelly rice bran feed. Everything you need is at the Atala County Co-op.
The everything you need store. Atala County Co-op. Atala County Co-op.
Did you know that 80% of learning in young children comes through the eyes? Thomas Vision offers eye exams for children starting at 6 months. It's very important for children to have an eye exam before entering first grade. Doctors Angela Thomas, Tara Dew, and Anna Middleton offer comprehensive eye exams that thoroughly assess overall eye and vision health. Thomas Vision's optical department has the latest glasses frames, and you get 20% off your second pair. Thomas Vision, Veterans Memorial Drive, and Kosciusko.
Sunstar Insurance walks with you through life's twists and turns, offering tailored coverage for every chapter. Our devoted team makes sure you have the choices and support you deserve, turning uncertainty into peace of mind. Whether you're securing a home, a car, or your future, we put reliability and care at the heart of every policy. With Sunstar Insurance, you're backed by a partner committed to protecting what matters.
I'm Robbie Robertson.
I'm Bradley Tyler.
Sunstar Insurance, Court Square in Kosciusko.
Have you been putting off coming to the dentist lately? Hello, I'm Dr. Adam Middleton from Autumn Ridge Dental in Kosciusko. We are treating patients with a mindset we have always held, that proper, regular, preventive care can help keep your mouth healthy and functioning properly. We want all our patients to have a smile they can be proud of. Please call us at 662-289-7076 for an appointment. Come see us and we will give you something to smile about.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, every dollar counts. This is Mandy Hudgens for Citizens National Bank. Right now, we're offering some exceptional rates on deposit accounts. If you're shopping for a great CD rate, we invite you to come by and see us so we can help your money grow. Or, if you need easy access to your cash, our Maximum Money Market account is another great option to take your earnings to a whole new level. Best of all, you can enjoy doing business with our local community bank, so come experience the difference of doing business with Citizens National Bank, where we've been in business since 1888 and we've been recognized time and again as one of the safest banks in the nation. You can also visit us online at yourcnb.com. Through the power of local, we're ready to help make your dreams a reality.
There's power in caring, power in community. That's the power of local. Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Be prepared for life's uncertainties with the correct insurance coverage from the Atala County Farm Bureau. Let's talk about change. Sometimes change is good. Sometimes change is scary. But what is certain is that everyone will experience change. The Atala County Farm Bureau's review program is designed to identify the changes that need to be made in your insurance coverage. Wayne Blaylock and James Metters invite you to stop by for your Farm Bureau Get Real review. Let them help you be prepared for change. Atala County Farm Bureau on the north side of the square in Kosciusko.
Watkins Ward and Stafford welcomes member and partner Anita Goodrum, certified public accountant, to their Kosciusko office. Anita, along with Tammy Irving and staff, offer professional and personalized services and financial guidance for business and personal. Watkins Ward and Stafford is a full-service accounting firm offering QuickBooks, online hosting solutions, payroll, and direct deposits. Welcome to Kosciusko, CPA Anita Goodrum. Watkins Ward and Stafford, leading our clients through the next generation of change.
Premier Medical Group in Kosciusko is proud to welcome Dr. Jenny Kate Miles and Dr. Helen Turner to their team. Whether you need a checkup, ongoing care, or a trusted provider for your family, Dr. Miles and Dr. Turner are taking new patients. Schedule your appointment today. Call Premier Medical Group at 662-289-1800.
Premier Medical Group, PMG, good health is our priority.
Boswell Media Sports.
And welcome back into what is going to be a very quick Premier Medical post-game show. Here from Yazoo City. Kosciusko wins it 46-0 over the Yazoo City Indians. And things start off with the scoop and score like 17 seconds into the ball game, and Kosciusko never let up after that. You had touchdown pass from Caden Wade to Jabri Pierce, 3 touchdown runs for C.J. Sandifer. Jackson Schuler also had a touchdown run. And looking defensively, of course, we said Rashad Harrington with the scoop and score. Rowdy Rome with a Sandifer. That's something to smile about. Kosciusko smiles because this locks up a home game for the playoffs for the first time since 2015. So congratulations to Coach Orr and this Kosciusko Whippet squad. The Whippets are on the road on Thursday. Remember that, Thursday, to Amanda Elzy. So that's going to bring a little bit of differences for our broadcast. I think Josh West is going to come up and handle the broadcast for us, and I'm going to be over in Scuba to do East Mississippi. So we'll get all that sorted out online at breezynews.com. Big thank you to Donald back in the studio. Thank you to Hayes on the camera, Jeffrey on the computer, and as always, thank you to Melissa, Lisa, Laura, BMO, Macy, Ashley, and everyone involved at Boswell Media Sports. So we're going to get ready to scoot on back to Kosciusko, but it's all Whippets tonight, 46-0. Kosciusko, I should say Breck, Riley, for our entire crew, signing off, saying good night and go Whippets.